Boom. So, whoa, I'm so far away. Boom. Surprise. Can we bring that in closer? I feel like that I look really small. It's a little bit better, I guess, right? Oh my goodness. Hello. Snuck up on you, eh? It's a bit early. It's like 40 minutes early, actually. That's crazy. Audio check. We got it. We got sound. We're started a little early. Not in the habit of doing that, but we got another one of those nights. Shh. Everybody's asleep. Shh. Everybody's asleep already, so I came downstairs and started streaming early. Shh. So be quiet, okay? We don't want to wake anybody up. Alright, be sneaky. Yes, I'm live before 10. Rarely seen, rarely done, but we are doing it tonight. How is everybody doing? Welcome to the stream. Happy Tuesday night. Hope you're doing all right. I am super tired. I should be asleep, quite honestly. I should also be in bed and being asleep, but we got so much Dragon Age left to play. So we suffer for our art. And of course, what I do here is art, right? But no, I saw an opportunity to go live a little bit early. I don't know if that means I'll end a little early or if I'll go to the usual time. We'll see, because as I mentioned, I am pretty gadang tired. It's been a long fucking day. Long day. I know Matt knows what I'm talking about. Been some long days. Last time I was on here, was complaining, if you could believe that. I was complaining about we need some fall weather. I'm so tired of these hot summer temperatures. And the monkey's paw curled because we got a big thunderstorm last night. And this morning. So loud that it woke me up. Like, that's how I started my day, was thunder, like, rattling me out of slumber. To find that our basement, flooding's not quite the right word, because it's not that anywhere near that severe. It's just more like leaking. Rainwater leaking into our basement, like dripping in and running down the wall. It's nothing a bucket can't take care of. But that was going on. That's like a recurring issue. We had this a couple months ago. Like any landlord anywhere in the world, they're all fucking useless, and you have to continuously harass them to get anything done. So we're going to continue that conversation, it seems. And then I started work, and the power went out. And like, I know some people probably like, yes, the power went out, I don't have to work, but like, I don't really have the type of job where I do that, because if I take unexpected time off, it just ends up being more of a problem for me than anything else. So I didn't celebrate. So anyway, all that to say, we got a nice cloudy. I wasn't asking for a storm. I was just kind of asking for some fall weather. But I feel like I got it, and I paid dearly for my request. So that's what you get. That's what you get when you complain. That's it. You get what you get, and you don't throw a fit. That's what the kids say. So I'm not going to throw a fit. Now I'm going to stop complaining, all right? Because it doesn't get me anywhere when I complain on the stream. I'm needed on Fortnite. We'll see. I don't know. I'm playing this game off stream now, so I don't think about Fortnite, I'm sorry to tell you. I also see the clips of this Iron Man mythic, and I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm done. I don't even want to be anywhere near that thing. I see people, because you could like pick up multiple, so I see them just like juggling Iron Man mythics, and but I wouldn't love it. I would love having it, but it's just gonna make me mad. I just know already. This season, unfortunately, was just not my favorite, and I just don't think more mythics was the thing that would get me interested in it again. And I'm just playing this off stream. This game doesn't make me mad at all. So, I probably won't get back to Fortnite on or off stream until I finish this. Well, definitely not on stream until I finish this game. But I'm glad you're enjoying it. I hope you're enjoying it. Anyway. We do have a lot of Dragon Age left, so we're going to start tonight. I like to make a lot of great progress here. We're going to do something fun. We got something funsies. I have been playing this a lot off stream. You'll see, if you've been paying attention, Skyhold looks a lot less messy than it did before. I kind of forget what prompts this. I think maybe just as you gradually make progress, they start cleaning the castle up. But you can see there's not shit all over the floor anymore. They're starting to build scaffolding and things like that. Our throne is set up. It looks so neat. We've got our guards here on either side. And I saved what I think is one of the more fun and unique mechanics of this game, which is... Oh, sorry, before I get ahead of myself, I've also been complaining, apparently I complain a lot, about the dumb PJs in this game that you never get to change. I guess I just forgot. You can change the casual wear you have around the castle. So now we've got this armor on instead, and I like it a whole lot more than the beige pajamas, the streaming pajamas. It's still not terrific. You know, I wouldn't say we're slaying or anything. We're not serving a whole lot, but it is a lot better than the beige pajamas. So I am so happy to have this. It reminds me of Aquaman, to be honest with you, but it is a lot better. Now, anyway, one of the most fun mechanics of this is we get to, as the Inquisitor now, sit on our throne and judge people. They bring in different antagonists we've defeated and such, and we get to decide what happens to them. So I don't know if we have more than one queued up right now. Probably just one. But I have been walking past the throne so I could save this for the stream, because I love doing this. Some of them are quite silly as well.
Is it not? Fit for a leader, meant to show influence and the burden of it. It is where the Inquisition will sit in judgment, where you will sit in judgment.
Who will I be judging exactly?
Those who have done wrong. You will know of them, at the very least. All this presumes they have survived their initial encounter with you, of course.
Do I really need to oversee even more death? I'm nearly at capacity.
I share your distaste for more bloodshed, but it needn't come to that. The Inquisition's sovereignty is derived from the allies who validate it. You are both empowered and bound. Justice has many tools. If their application is clever, execution may even seem merciful by comparison.
Let's begin.
Is there anyone I should judge?
Take the throne when you're ready. We will bring him before you.
Did I start the Penguin yet? Yeah, I did watch the Penguin the other day. What can I say? Of course I liked it. Enjoying it so far. It doesn't quite have the production value of the Batman, but there's no reason to expect that it would have. I'm enjoying it. They really set the tone for like how gritty. It really is like an HBO crime show. Like, it is way more mature than just in terms of like content, graphic violence, profanity, all that good stuff. Definitely even more intense than the Batman, which I guess I just didn't quite expect, but I'm glad that it is. Colin Farrell's killing it. I thought it was a great first episode. I love the setup already, that he's gonna, light spoilers, that Penguin is working the Maroni and Falcone families against each other in like a crime war, but he's playing both sides. Like, I think that's going to be so fun. He's got like his little protege. Love that. And you just get to see him chew the fuck out of that scenery for an hour and a half. It's great. I'm very excited to watch more of it. Predictably, I think it's great. Yeah, I'll be looking forward to more of that show. All right, let's judge somebody. What was that? Let's get crop dusted.
This was a surprise. After you return from the bogs, we discovered this man attacking the building with a goat.
Okay, this is the first one? Yeah. Yeah. They get pretty silly.
He feels slighted by the killing of his Avar tribesmen, who repeatedly attacked you first. What should we do with him? Where should he go?
You answered the death of your clan with a goat?
A courtroom? Unnecessary. You killed my idiot son, and I answered, as is my custom, by smacking your holdings with goat's blood.
Don't look at me.
No foul. You meant to murder Tevinters, but got feisty with your Inquisition. A red-headed mother guarantees a brat. Do as you've earned, Inquisitor. My clan yields. My remaining boys have brains still in their heads.
Oh, we got a throne out of that. One of these... Yeah, this is it. Arb and exile him to Venter. This is the one.
It seems our conflict was
Now he's our agent.
but it can't be repeated. I banish you and your clan, with as many weapons as you can carry, to Tevinter.
My idiot boy got us something
Oh, yeah, and everybody
all.
has an opinion on that. I think everybody liked that. That was a crowd pleaser. Now he's going to go to our enemy's kingdom and launch goats over their walls, so that's great. That's a big win. And yeah, I think we have another one already. I've been letting them pile up. I did not remember that being the first one. I feel like there's a more like central plot relevant. What's that? What is that like mist that happens?
To us as an acknowledgement of your aid.
Yeah, this was the one I thought it was going to
formal
be.
charges are apostasy, attempted enslavement, and attempted assassination on your own life, no less. Tevinter has disowned and stripped him of his rank. You may judge the former magister as you see fit.
I remember what would have happened to Thedas if his treachery had succeeded.
I couldn't save my son. Do you think my fate matters to me?
Will you offer nothing more in your defense?
You've won nothing. The people you saved, the acclaim you've gathered. You'll lose it all in the storm to come. Render your judgment, Inquisitor.
So for these... I could just kill him myself. That's crazy. Yeah, some of these do include execution. So for this one, he's basically dead inside. We could make him... I think this one is the only option you give him that like actually scares him. Or I could be thinking of somebody else. Tranquil just basically means we're going to lobotomize him. But he's dead inside. He's no longer scheming. He doesn't want to end the world in the name of saving his son's life because his son is no longer alive. So we can actually also turn him into an agent.
Your magic was theoretically impossible, Alexius. I could use people like you. Your sentence is to serve under guard as a researcher on all things magical for the Inquisition.
No execution.
Hey, what's going on, Gory?
Very well.
That one was not as popular of a decision, but pretty risky to take an enemy who almost ended the world and make him one of your researchers. But I happen to know that there's no consequence for doing that, so that's fine. Hey, good to see Gory's back on Twitch. I remember they had suspended you, and I saw that. I was like, that. Look, I haven't seen every Gory stream, but I can't imagine this guy's doing anything to warrant that. And so I'm glad to see that they turned that over, because that was definitely some hogwash right there. Welcome back, and thanks for watching. Appreciate the lurk. Great to see you, sir. Hope you've been well. We're just playing some Dragon Age Inquisition for I think this is the 4th time I've played it. But just getting hyped up and ready for Veilguard in November. I'm super excited. They showed off more of that game at State of Play today for PlayStation. Let's see what's going on our war table. What was this? Migration and mating habits have been impacted. That's alright, you don't care about all that. Let's see. Clear our war table missions, and then we should also be able to...
had no further trouble with the undead.
After what happened,
oh.
it will take time for the village to recover.
We should be able to finally get our specialization tonight, and then we're going to start making some super duper progress. So this mission was finding 2 mage friends of Cole's who were missing. And it looks like we did it. Inquisitor, Evangeline, and I owe you our freedom, and indeed our very lives. I am greatly saddened to hear what happened at the Conclave. I had truly hoped for a peaceful end to this conflict, and the death of so many good people is a tragedy. Our own investigation took us to renegade Templars using a strange new red form of Lyrium. I am chagrined that they were powerful enough to subdue us, although your agents tell us that these red Templars serve as shock troops for the enemy, who has had both mages and Templars dancing to his tune. If Angelina and I need to recover from our wounds, and presence at Skyhold will only cause tension with the rebel mages you brought into the Inquisition. Once we are healed, we would be honored to serve. Let's see. Cole said, I asked you not to do this. I was upset until it saved them. This is good. He did not want us to find them because he was afraid it would put them in danger. But I did anyway.
Can you arrange what we discussed earlier, Ambassador?
Oh yeah, do this.
I found them.
Do this.
Inquisition will compensate the family.
There's a ton of fart gas in this area, and they're going to clear it for us. No, we're not going to go there yet. I think we might need that cleared for what we're going to do later, though. So that's great news that they did that. Okay, let's assign a couple more War Table missions, and then we're going to go get our specialization so we can become a Knight Enchanter. Skyhold has incredible potential for rune crafting and mastercraft smithing. If only we had a gifted mind to gain full benefit. The War and the Venatori. Oh, wait. These are all instant. Let's just... whoever wants to do it. Great. Thank you. The search for the hack writer. Ruffles, first off, you play a mean hand of Wicked Grace. Second, the lead you dug up for me on finding this Balin Fourth guy in Kirkwall is starting to show some promise. I got my editor to look around for me. She's a coterie boss, so people tell her things whether they want to or not. She tracked down the poor sod carrying the manuscripts out of Kirkwall. This is where it gets weird. The courier is a magistrate, Lord Werner Camring. The coterie won't touch him with a 10-foot pole. Maybe you could have a polite word with him for me. I think this is one of those series of missions where you have to make the right choices or else they dry up. Let's see. A few favors in the Viscount's office. I could call one in. I'm feeling Josephine on this. I'm feeling Josephine. A request from Hasmal. Commander Cohen, I understand the Inquisition is working with Redcliffe's mages. I'm surprised someone from Kirkwall would condone any arrangement with them, but it does put you in a position to aid us. Hasmal's circle sustained significant damage during the uprisings. Rather than follow the Lord Seeker, many of our Templars elected to remain and deal with the aftermath, but our resources are limited. Furthermore, we have loyalist mages with us. Hasmal's people would happily throw them to the wolves, even though they had nothing to do with the rebellion. As it stands, I fear we may fail in our duty to protect them. I trust you sympathize with the predicament. I humbly request our charges be transferred to the Inquisition. Hostility towards mages remain, but there are ways to travel without drawing notice. We have a few Templars of our own. Hasmal's Templars will be comfortable working with them. They can ensure safe patches for the mages. That makes sense. You can do that. Work? Yeah, it's a work. And then expose the double agent. An unknown traitor is lurking in Liliana's closest circle of spies, and she must set a subtle trap to catch the double agent. The planning will take considerable patience, but the Inquisition must purge this enemy from its ranks. I mean, that's easy. It's her.
Inquisitor.
Great. Can't go wrong there. Alright. Yeah, I was watching the PlayStation State of Play, and they showed off a boss fight from Veilguard. Liana's ready to report in. Can't be. Oh, that's probably just from that one that took 0 seconds to complete. They showed off a dragon boss fight, which included some more... watch this. Huge jump. Boom! No fall damage at Skyhold. Skyhold this. Motherfucker. Alright. Yeah, look. More mage combat. I did watch that. I said I'd been kind of avoiding watching Veilguard videos because I'm already sold on it. I don't really need to see more. But I did watch that one, and looks pretty good. Looks a lot more involved than this game's in a great way. Let's see. So you're supposed to come talk to all the specialists. You could be a necromancer, a rift mage, or knight enchanter, and then you pick which one you want to have. I think rift mage probably makes the most sense in terms of like story, since you have You're able to open rifts and stuff with your hand. But I think Knight Enchanter is very fun. I think you're the Knight Enchanter lady. Let me see.
Hold and declare, Inquisitor.
What do you mean?
I ask your intent. I was summoned to oversee training, and I would know my charge. I am your commander in this matter, Commander Helene.
Thank you for coming, Commander Helene.
Commander.
I want that armor. It looks sick.
I teach the skills of the Knight Enchanter. It
Yes.
is a rank. It is a life.
I'll take that one.
Understanding its hierarchy is the first step. You already know this. You were not made Inquisitor and then taught to lead. I will teach you how to rise to your place. How to join your warriors.
Yes.
Spectral blade in hand.
Spectral blade.
Command the ranks while standing beside them. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready to learn what you know.
Then we will begin the simple steps, recruit. And we shall see what heights you reach. You have a task. A simple construction.
Oh, really?
Go, learn, and return. Soon you will lead from the front. Soon you will command.
Okay. I have all those things. Gather materials. Okay, wait. Okay, and then you're... I think you're the Rift Mage and you're the Necromancer. Not worried about any of that. I didn't remember I had to construct this, though. Where do I construct stuff here? I think there's a... Looks like it's a requisition and not like a weapon construction. I think that's going to be over here. I didn't remember that was more involved. I thought we just had to talk to them. Come on, we got stuff to do here. We started early. Requisitions. Spirit Blade Hill. No, we don't have... What is it? One Way of the Knight Enchanter. Where do I get that? Oh, where do I get that? You freak. Speak to the trainers. Yeah, this one. Craft a hilt. Readings can be found. Gather materials for a... Acquire writing... Oh, wait. What? Readings can be found among the belongings of followers who share this discipline. Oh.
Another time.
Vivian? Vivian's a Knight Enchanter. Yeah, Vivian's a Knight Enchanter, Dorian's a Necromancer, and Solus is a Rift Mage. So I guess maybe you can go buy it from a merchant if you didn't recruit Vivian. Hope I'm remembering that right.
Mother Giselle said the Maker is active.
I purposely saved this for the stream because I've been talking so much about getting my specialization. But I thought it was just a simple conversation. If I'd realized it was even this involved, I probably would have. Here we go. Vivian, let me get this book. Yes, thank you. Alright, excuse me. No. Never mind. Very never mind. Excuse me. Oh. I just really don't want to talk to Vivian. I talked a lot of shit to Vivian last time I went up there, to be honest with you. It just had to be done. It's unavoidable for me personally. Alright, here we go. Glad I had all the other junk. That's what happens when you're like a habitual looter and resource collector. If I see some elf fruit or some shit in front of me, I'm going to start snipping that. I can't help it. Alright, this. Great. Now let's go talk to her. Thank you. See, I'm not even going to talk to the other two guys. So we're not going to waste our time. Time is very precious. Time is very valuable, even though I'm pretty sure I'm not going to finish this game this week. I'd also teased that I might not play this on Sunday originally. That I might do something else. I won't say for sure what that something is, though, because I tested it out today, and I'm starting to think that I'm not going to do that. I'll probably just play this on Sunday.
You have completed the order. Learn something of my work.
I got to test it out some more tomorrow and then decide.
Now you must choose to commit to the role, to the burden of command. Are you willing?
Yes.
I am ready to listen and learn, Commander.
Then you are a recruit no more. All will see your rightful place. Come, the battlefield awaits. Knight Enchanter.
Fuck yes. You don't do much of way of training me though. To make me know how to do this. Okay. So I also leveled up and I kept the points so that I could immediately put it in here. So we get the Spirit Blade. Create a blade of solid magic to make melee damage attacks against nearby enemies. Damage with other abilities charges the blade. Attacking expends this charge or deal additional damage. Now I'm trying to remember the way I played this. So I'm going to keep the dash up there. Maybe I'll put it here. And then the fire we can map. No, actually, I don't know if I want to map any of it there. I'm trying to remember, like, how... I guess we'll just have to get out in the field and see what feels right. Okay, that's all I needed to do. Oh, look at these guys. They're just... what happens if you talk to them after you pick? Oh, you can't. Okay. You alright?
Somewhat off color today, Inquisitor? An excess of bile, perhaps. Might I bleed you, or offer a herbal tonic?
Excessive bile. That sounds like my grindcore band in high school. Okay, let's go. Let's go now to Crestwood. And let's get this show on the road, eh? We're going to track meeting Hawk's Grey Warden friend. And we made some progress out here, so we can get right in front of it. We're going to meet a warden, so we'll take Blackwall. We'll take old Baldo here. And, what can I say? As far as the rogues go, I'm so partial to Varric, I almost always am going to take him. I don't really have any strong feelings about Cole at all, and Sarah just kind of gets on my nerves. So sorry. For Cole, it's like, that's kind of the idea, is he's very disassociated. He's not very personable.
Inquisitor.
Not saying I dislike him, I just don't have really any feelings about him at all.
This may be worthwhile.
Yeah, look, I don't even have enough. I can't do that one. Sorry, there's no time. You used all my Druffalo hive. Okay, oops. We need to get over there. We could also, in theory, fight a dragon. Oh, let's test out. Okay, so the big thing with Night Enchanter is you want to, boom, hit this move, and then, yes. Yes. Oh, look, somebody wants it. I see him over here. Somebody wants to be. Here's how it goes. Oops, that's not how you do it. But here we go. Boom. Static cage. Getting shocked. Boom. Yes! Yes, this is what it's all about. Fuck yes, the game has finally started for real. Yes, now we're doing it. Who the? This is it. Yes! Oh my god, it's such a true game changer. I love the Night Enchanter specialization, and I do think, just from what I saw today in that clip from State of Play, I want to say they really maybe modeled mage combat off of this specialization specifically going forward. I do think this is probably the most, oh my god, most popular one for mages in this game. If I remember correctly, years ago it was also quite OP, and it became known as like the best way to fight dragons, which we can do, I think. I think we're high enough level to fight one tonight. If we want, maybe I'll save that. The one we would fight is probably the one in this area. I gotta get used to using this now. Oh my god, the DPS on it's so much crazier than just the regular staff. But yeah, you'll see having the Fade Step allows us to like really zip around a dragon. And then the sword is just crucial. What's going on over here, huh? Hey fellas. I And you hit this first? Oh my god. That's it, baby. That's it. Yeah, I want to fight a dragon. I want to test it out. I think the one in this area, it's an appropriate level match. The one in the Hinterlands and the one in the Storm Coast, not so much. We're not ready for those. And if enemies are at least 4 levels higher than you, they also get like a bonus damage boost. So there's no way. You're super fucked. Alright, let's go meet Hawk's Warden ally, who's definitely
Grey Warden ally should be inside that cave.
Who's definitely not like a despicable, disgraceful piece of shit at all. Oh, hey Hawk.
Glad you made it. I just got here myself. My contact with the Wardens should be at the back of the cave.
A group of Wardens were protecting a villager from corpses out near Crestwood.
They were likely hunting my friend. I'm glad they didn't come looking for people to help in here. They might well be good men, but they've been given bad orders.
Alright, let's go talk to him. Logain, which again I said last time, but if you didn't hear me or forgot, he's one of the primary villains in Dragon Age Origins. He betrayed and killed the king so that he could take the throne and framed the Grey Wardens for it, just as the darkspawn appeared and initiated a blight. So he dismantled and ruined the super special task force specifically formed for dealing with like basically the armies of hell, and then the armies of hell showed up right afterwards. So he is a real motherfucker, very responsible for a lot of deaths. And then at the end of Origins, instead of executing him, I made him conscript to the Grey Wardens, which felt like a very poetic, karmic fate for him. And now he's back in this game as a Grey Warden. Which I think is kind of neat. Now, like, he's so slimy. You wish, Logain.
I brought the Inquisitor.
Warden Logain McTeer. I believe we have a common cause, Inquisitor.
The Logain?
There was a Logain who joined the Wardens after he lost for Eldon's throne.
The traitor Terran. Yes. I've heard all the names.
Then that's you.
I've been a Warden for 10 years. They will never fully consider me theirs. Something I have cause to be grateful for recently.
Most of you Wardens disappear. Then I run into a darkspawn magister named Corypheus. Do you think that one might have something to do with the other?
I believe so. After Hawk killed Corypheus, Weishaupt was content to forget the whole affair. If an archdemon can survive seemingly mortal wounds, why not Corypheus? I began to investigate. I found evidence, but no proof. And then, soon after, every warden in Orlais began to hear the calling.
I recall that being a bad thing, but I don't recall you telling me about all this.
I didn't believe it concerned you.
Is the calling some sort of Grey Warden ritual?
Solus just likes when questions are asked.
Like crows circling the battlefield before the fighting. It tells the Warden that his time has come. First are the dreams. And then a voice whispers in the back of the Warden's head, just at the edge of hearing. And that is when the Warden goes down to the deep roads. To die with honor.
And every Grey Warden in Orlais is hearing that right now. They think they're dying.
Yes. Thanks to Corypheus, I believe. If the Wardens fall, who will stop the next blight? That is what's panicked my brethren.
And then they do something desperate. Which is, of course, what Corypheus wants.
Is the calling they're hearing real, or is Corypheus mimicking it somehow?
I don't know. Even as a senior Warden, I knew little about him. The Wardens believe it to be real, despite my warnings about Corypheus. That is all that matters at the moment.
You said all the Wardens are hearing the calling. Does that include you? And also you, Blackwall?
Yes.
Yeah, what about you, Blackwall?
Itch, back of my mind. At times, it's barely there at all.
Nothing to say, Blackwall?
Then I find myself starting to hum it under my breath. It is vile. I can understand why so many Wardens have gone mad from fear of it.
I do not fear the
There he
calling.
is.
And worrying about it only gives it power. Anything Corypheus does will only strengthen my resolve.
Oh, okay.
How can Corypheus make all these Wardens hear the calling?
I don't know. It's likely part of his nature. Corypheus is, or was, once a mortal man. The Blight owns him, but it did not create him. Wardens are tied to the Blight through the darkspawn. That is how Corypheus influences Warden minds. Somehow he is using that power to mimic the calling.
So you remember in Dragon Age Origins that instead of like just saying the Blight was what was infecting people, they would call it the Taint? Like the Blight was the event that was happening that was corrupting and killing the world, but if you got like the Blight sickness, you had the Taint, which is a very funny thing to say. It would have been funny then too. Like it's not like something that aged poorly. Like that's a funny thing to call it then as well, but it doesn't seem like anybody's calling it the Taint anymore. Maybe in Dragon Age canon they're like, the Taint is very funny. Just like more recently they repurposed the Taint to mean like, you know, the gooch. What was I gonna say? I was busy talking about gooches.
So the Wardens think they're dying and have stopped thinking clearly. That won't go well.
A Blight nearly destroyed Ferelden. A Blight without Wardens to stop it might well destroy the world. Warden Commander Clarel proposed a ritual involving blood magic. A desperate measure to prevent further...
There I go, unplugging the mic again.
Tested the plan, called it madness.
Do a quick audio check.
Tried to arrest me.
Hello?
Grey Wardens are gathering. Desperate measure to prevent further...
There I go, unplugging the mic again. I don't know what the... I do that all the time now.
Ritual tower. Meet me there. We will find answers.
Let's go.
Alright, we're going to the western approach. I'm hoping we'll be able to get there to this area and the approach pretty quickly, because I already made some progress there, opened up some camps. But I do kind of wonder if I should just go fight the dragon while I'm here. The dragon is... Oops. Sorry about that. The dragon, I think, is... How do I get to it? I think it's, like, down here. No, I'm not going to worry about it right now. If there was, like, a camp that I could pop over to... Oh, you know what, though? Let me... Okay, quarry... Am I right? Is that where the dragon is? Maybe like here? Let me investigate. Oh, yeah, I'm in combat mode, so I can't teleport. Let me investigate it. Actually, you know what? No, I'll save it. I'm going to save. I'm going to do it. Sorry to edge you. I'm going to save the dragon. We're going to the western approach. Let's get done what we need to today first, which is this mission. Is this where we're going? Here lies the abyss. Alright, and look at this. So fantastic, we're going to this camp. Easy peasy. That's part of why I keep playing this off stream. It isn't just because I like this game a lot and I'm enjoying revisiting it, but it's also because I'm trying to make things easier and more convenient for when I do play it on stream. Since I have this silly kind of artificial deadline on it for me that I don't think it's going to be possible to meet. But we saved some time by going to the western approach off stream ahead of time. You can see it's this big terrible desert area. I'm not a big fan of this map. And walking around, getting some things done, opening up camps so we can very easily fast travel across it and get exactly where we need to go. And actually, speaking of not being a fan of this area, something I understand about Velgard is they're sort of abandoning... Get the barrier up. Abandoning the open world format for it. And I actually am really okay with hearing that. To what extent, we'll see, like what exactly that means, but as much as I enjoy this game, I think the open world aspect of it is oftentimes it feels pretty unnecessary and like it just kind of pads out the game. There are a lot of areas, now mind you, part of this could be because I've played this game so much in the past that, you know, none of it feels new. And so it feels a bit more tedious to me, right? I'm just kind of going through the motions of what I remember instead of like excitedly playing a game for the first time and being like, oh man, I can't wait to see what's over here. I can't wait to see what happens when I do this. It's like, oh yeah, I remember this, blah, 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 blah. Get the base, yada, yada, close the rift. But a lot of the stuff they pack these open worlds with, I just don't find super compelling. There's like a lot of fetch quests. I would much rather that they shrink down the scale of the game for the sake of upping the quality, right? Like quality over quantity. I'm totally okay with them putting it a bit more on the rails. What's going on, J Falk? How you doing? Welcome aboard. About to go see our good friends, the Grey Wardens. Also, thank you to We So Punny for the follow earlier today. That's, of course, Kit's channel. They were live last night. Oh, Speak! Speak, I feel like this happens a lot. I bring somebody up on the stream and then boom, they're in chat. There's Kit. Hi, Kit. I was just saying, thank you for the follow on your We So Punny channel. And I was gonna say, first of all, I'm gonna come whack this person. Whack! With the spectral blade. Got him, they exploded. They exploded. That's so unfortunate. Playing some Doki Doki Literature Club last night. Never played that game myself, but I've seen people play it. Like, I know what it is. I know it's a visual novel that's not what it presents up front. It becomes something way different after a couple hours. And enjoyed seeing you get to that moment where it kind of takes the mask off and reveal to you what you've actually signed up for. I like the open world. I like Room to Roam.
Whatever's happening has already started. We saw lights coming from the tower.
Blood magic, I'd wager. You can smell it. Or see the corpses. You take point.
Look at all these characters. Look at all these big, significant characters in the same level. Kind of cool. 2 playable characters, and then the antagonist of the first game all teaming up. Just kind of neat. Anyway, look at these big hero Grey Wardens.
No. Warden Commander Clarel's orders were clear.
Ah, this smarmy fuck.
This is wrong. Remember your oath. In war, victory. In peace, vigilance. In death, I'm sorry. Sacrifice. Good. Now find it just as I showed you. Inquisitor, what an unexpected pleasure. Lord Livius Erimond of BioWare.
Enchanté.
You're no warden, mage.
But you are. The one Clarel let slip. And you found the Inquisitor and came to stop me. Shall we see how that goes?
Wardens, this man is lying to you. He serves an ancient Tevinter magister who wants to unleash a blight.
Huh?
That's a very serious accusation. Let's see what the Wardens think. Wardens, hands up.
My man does not have the mustache sauce that he thinks he does. Dorian's got all that going on. This dude not at all.
The Wardens terrified. They looked everywhere for help.
In desperation, they turned to the Imperium.
Yes, and since it was my master who put the calling.
He also thinks that he's the front man of System Up and Down. He's not that either. He's just not that guy.
Full of sympathy.
Yeah, he is Timu Dorian.
We came up with a plan.
And he is a chucklehead.
Raise a demon army, march into the deep roads, and kill the old gods before they wake.
He's a chuckle fuck.
Ah, I was wondering when the demon army would show up.
You knew about it, did you? Well then, here you are. Sadly for the Wardens, the binding ritual I taught their mages has a side effect. They're now my master's slaves. This was a test. Once the rest of the Wardens complete the ritual, the army will conquer Thedas.
I don't know if that's really that good of a plan. I feel like there's not that many Wardens, is there? I guess maybe you're going to team up with Corypheus, though, so you'd have a big army. Yeah, you said, what did you say, Jay? I like the open world. I like room to roam. I'll give Veilguard a chance. The open world is not everything. That's how I'm feeling. I just think the open world aspect. The first time I played this game, and it was very exciting. The intrigue of like exploring and seeing everything and finding all the stuff. But like on replays, it's come to I don't enjoy it as much anymore. I just find it a little like some areas I just think are too big for the sake of being like, here are some collectibles you could find, and I would rather they shrink down the areas, increase the detail in them, and maximize the intrigue of them and interesting things to do and missions and side missions that interact with those settings more meaningfully. And it sounds like that's what they're going to do. I don't think they're going to make it, it's not going to be like, all right, level 1, level 2, level to level, and there's no room for exploration. Naturally they'll have that, but I'm okay with them shrinking the scale of the game to just, make it so they have more time to just focus on the quality of it. At least that's how I understand what they're doing. And what's going on? Dilly King working on that beard, getting it back.
So Corypheus influenced the Wardens and made them do this ritual.
It'll look a lot better than this guy, surely.
Everything you see here, the blood sacrifices to bind the demons, the Wardens did it of their own free will. Fear is a very good motivator, and they were very afraid.
That's a lie. The Grey Wardens are heroes. They would never do this willingly.
The Grey Wardens care about nothing save stopping blights. They will do anything to accomplish that. You should have seen Clarel agonize over the decision. Burdens of command, I suppose.
Why would the Wardens try to kill the old gods?
A blight happens when darkspawn find an old god and corrupt it into an archdemon. If someone fought through the deep roads and killed the old gods before they could be corrupted, poof, no more blights, ever. The Wardens sacrificed their lives and saved the world.
That's madness. For all we know, killing the old gods could make things even worse.
Well then, it's a good thing I'm taking this demon army off their hands.
Why would Clarel risk using demons?
Demons need no food, no rest, no healing. Once bound, they will never retreat, never question orders. They are the perfect army to fight through the deep roads. Or across Olay. Now they are bound to my master.
Do you really want to see the world fall to the Blight? What do you get out of this?
The Elder One commands the Blight. He is not commanded by it, like the mindless darkspawn. The Blight is not unstoppable or uncontrollable. It is simply a tool.
Yeah, but what about the taint? You know what I mean?
Certainly a tool.
What's up with that taint?
While the Elder One rules from the Golden
Nobody
City,
says taint anymore.
we, the Venatori, will be his god kings here in the world.
Release the Wardens from the binding and surrender. I won't ask twice.
No, you won't.
No, that's not really what I meant, though. Like, you took it differently.
The Elder One showed me how to deal with you in the event you were foolish enough to interfere again. That mark you bear, the anchor that lets you pass safely through the veil, you stole that from my master. He's been forced to seek other ways to access the Fade. When I bring him your head, his gratitude will be...
Shut up. You talk too much. Ow! He limps up like such a nerd. Alright, watch this. You talk too much. You never shut up. I said you talk too much. Homeboy, you never shut up. You can see I unlocked my specialization earlier tonight. We got the big magic sword. I love it so much. Now instead of standing there and holding down the shoulder button to attack, I can move around and mash triangle to attack. Oh. Look at that zap. Done. It does way more I don't even know what was happening in there, but I think it worked out alright for us.
So,
What'd that taint do?
As you feared, the mages who completed the ritual are under the thrall of Corypheus.
Well, we ain't got nasty in there.
The Warden warriors? Oh, of course. It's not real blood magic until someone gets sacrificed.
I got pretty nasty too, it seems.
Eramond lied to the Wardens. They were trying to prevent future blights.
With blood magic and human sacrifice.
Despite their lack of wisdom, they acted out of necessity.
All blood mages do.
Anybody gonna ask Solus why he's wearing that armor?
Story they tell themselves to justify bad decisions. And it never matters. In the end, you are always alone with your actions.
In the direction Eramond fled, the only structure of note is an abandoned Warden fortress, Adamant. I suspect we'll find the Wardens there. I suppose it's fortunate a friend once gave me some old maps.
Good thinking.
The Warden and I will scout out Adamant and confirm that the other Wardens are there. We'll meet you back at Skyhold.
Alright. Solus always inappropriate with the armor. He's either going full frontal with it, or he's doing stolen valor around all the other actual Grey Wardens. It's very awkward for me. It's like, yeah, I get it, Solus. The armor rating is way better, but have a little respect. Jeez. Alright, we're going to go back to Skyhold, I guess, because we're trying to get this whole shebang done tonight. This whole plot line. So, to do that, we just go... Oh, it's the war table. Alright. They do love trying to kill me. And the fact that more than one person loves trying to kill me should indicate how successful each one is. Dilly was telling me he was playing that Alien's Dark Descent off stream. Which is fine, as is his right to do. Wait, are these guys always going to be here now? Oh, I think I kind of bugged the game out a little bit. The specialist people are down there and it still has the exclamation point showing where they are because I just didn't talk to them and I picked a specialization. So the game, like, maybe forgot to get rid of them. That's fine, they should stay here. They're so good at magic, they should hang out here all the time. Help us out. But he told me he was playing Alien's Dark Descent off stream, and it sounds really great because he got to battle a xenomorph sex cult. And I just thought, how could you keep that from us? Why would you stop us from seeing the xenomorph sex cult? I would like to see it.
That Venatori mage back to Adamant Fortress. They're looking at assault options now in the war room.
Thanks for coming.
You did well, Varric. The Inquisitor is just who we need.
I'm actually right here.
It's been great. Murderous wardens, archdemon attacks, plenty of blood mages and crazy Templars. Just like home.
I know how much you hated leaving Kirkwall.
This is the ass end of Thetis. You know they eat snails here? Still, I think I need to finish this out. If it weren't for me and Bartrand, none of this would have happened. So much for changing our lives.
Very good. Doesn't know how to... where to stand.
Things change. You can't always...
He's trying to figure it out. Hawk, this is my best friend now. I'm so sorry. You had your chance, alright? But Dragon Age 2 didn't sell as well as they expected. You do not get to be the Commander Shepard equivalent of this game. He's my friend now.
To Adamant Fortress, Inquisitor. Your specialists have my full report.
Okay, bye. Great to see you, though. I'm for one disappointed we didn't get to experience the sex cult as a group. Sharing is caring. It sounded great. I'm glad he got to see it. I just wish I could have saw it with him. Alright, let's see. The double agent. The following is a confession that I, Abernell Harris, known as Painter when in the employ of the Inquisition, did betray our cause in exchange for promises of a title from the Venatori. I acknowledge the mercy of the Inquisition in allowing me my life in exchange for secrets of the enemy, who I have now forsworn and willingly serve my sins in prison. Great, and we got a necklace. What else could you want? Commander Cohen, your men arrived this morning. It's good to see the Inquisition still trust Templars to perform their duties. Once we ensure that Hasmo's circle is stable and that no dangerous items fall into the hands of unsuspecting scavengers, we will join you ourselves. That's great. Alright, I think Josephine's still busy, so let's see. We're going to put... Here lies the Abyss. That's where we're going. Let's get our advisors on something else. Truth or Dare? Lake Celestine. Patron travels of a Chantry scholar lies in the table. The region between Lake Celestine and the shores of the Waking Sea is known as the Heartlands, a place of vineyards and gilded marble estates that locals refer to as cottages. Cottages. It is often said that Orlay's heart is plated with gold, and so it seems fitting that the Heartlands are perhaps the richest place outside of Val Royeaux. Oh, you talk now. It's fine.
Is he always so blunt?
All right, what are we doing?
Yes.
We should speak with him first. We have agents in place near Quartermance now. Infiltrate his manor at a moment's notice. Okay, maybe stuff like this always feels like a Josephine to me. What are we even asking to do? I don't. His office said it's played with gold, so it seems fitting that the Heartlands are perhaps the richest place outside of Val Royeaux. Oh, we're just picking like a noble to pursue. We can infiltrate his manor at a moment. So this feels like, I don't know, this feels more like a Josephine move to me. The magic used in Redcliffe. Alexius has been put to work as a magical researcher for the Inquisition. The spell he used in Redcliffe was incredibly complex. Even he doesn't understand all of the theory behind it, but he has confessed it was only possible to cast because the breach has thinned the veil. Alexius can look into applications of the theory for safer use. Looks like Liliana's the only one to work on that. That's great. Let's see. Can Colin work on this? He's the only one who can work on this. Perfect. Verified Sarah's claims about several displacements of refugees were deliberate and in what appears to be an attempt to destabilize land claims. Okay. Yeah, sure.
To work?
You work on that, and then we're going to make with the nasty.
Adamant Fortress has stood against the darkspawn since the time of the Second Blight.
Fortunately for us, that means it was built before.
And I'm not talking about a Xenomorph sex cult.
A good trebuchet will do major damage to those ancient walls. And thanks to our Lady Ambassador.
Lady Cyril of Jadar was pleased to lend the Inquisition her sabers. They've already delivered the trebuchets.
That is the good news.
None of that accounts for the Wardens summoning a giant demon army.
That is the bad news.
Did you see that I no longer have my beige pajamas? I had totally forgotten that you can change your casual wear, and I did.
Adamant's construction. There are choke points we can use to limit the field of battle.
That's good. We may not be able to defeat them outright, But if we cut off reinforcements, we can carve you a path to Warden Commander Clarel.
Taking this fortress is going to get a lot of good soldiers killed.
Our soldiers know the risks, Inquisitor, and they know what they're fighting for.
It'll be hard fought, no way around it. But we'll get that gate open.
It's also possible that some wardens may be sympathetic to our cause.
The warriors may be willing to listen to reason, though I doubt they will turn against Clarel directly. The mages, however, are slaves to Corypheus. They will fight to the death.
We've built the siege engines and readied our forces, Inquisitor. Give the word, and we march on Adamant.
LFG, girlfriend. No time to waste. Alright, I think we're going to keep that same team. Let me think about this. Let me think about where this actually goes. We definitely, I believe, want to keep Solus. That makes sense for Blackwall. Yeah, and we'll just take Varric. I think that's a good trio for this. It's a team that I like, and it's a team that makes sense for this. This one goes places. Oh my. Big battle. Hit him with the 2 towers ladders. Classic move. They definitely all watched The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, when they came up with that strategy. Holy fuck. Just get rocks dropped on you? I heard that, Wilhelm. Nice try. You probably didn't hear that, Wilhelm. I've noticed this game comes over pretty quiet on stream. Oh, look, we're so cool. I have all the volume turned up all the way, unfortunately. I can't make it any louder. Most games I have to lower. Alright, zap him. The Knight Enchanter is here. I don't even know what's happening, but I'm just hitting triangle, and the enemies are losing. And that's that. Oh!
Pull back! They're through! Alright, Inquisitor. You have your way in. Best make use of it. We'll keep the main host of demons occupied for as long as we can.
That's a worrying lack of specificity there, Commander.
There are more of them than I was hoping, Inquisitor.
You don't say.
Warden Loghain will guard your back. Hawk is with our soldiers on the battlements. He's assisting them.
That's okay. He's traditionally very trustworthy. Especially around Grey Wardens. Oh.
There's too much resistance on the walls. Our men on the ladders can't get a foothold. If you can clear out the enemies on the battlements, we'll cover your advance.
Okay, Himbo. Our PT remake made it on Screen Rant and Game Rant. Oh, nice. Oh, you shouted us out during the special thanks. That's awesome. Thanks, Lucifer, and congrats on the feature. That's really cool. You guys put a goddamn ton of work into that thing, and so it's really cool to see that you followed it all the way through to the end, and I mean, you truly, I think, accomplished your goal of, like, making PT playable again. As good as a reason to get dreams nowadays as any, I think, really. A lot easier than having to buy a new PS4, right? With it pre-installed. No, that's awesome. I'll have to go. I'll have to go find those articles again. Thanks for the mention. That's really cool. You did not have to do that. I appreciate it. How are the how are like the stats on that, right? Like the people who have played it so far, is it getting a good amount of attention? I've seen it like trending on the like In Dreams page, which doesn't surprise me at all. Like that was obviously going to land there, so it must be getting some good attention. Stick this in your taint blight. Stick this in your what? What did that say? Stick this in your where? Oh, I'm so happy to have the sword. Just smack the shit out of these things. It's a lot more satisfying. It's not that much more involved than just standing there doing this, but I think it's at least a bit more fun. This is good. We needed a big battle. Look at this. What are you doing? With your book. I used to think your book was so cool. But now I have a big sword. The book is still pretty cool. I like when they like teleport and turn into pages. I think they're the page master starring Macaulay Culkin. McClunky. McCulkin.
Keep your distance.
Lay down your weapons and surrender.
Never. Wardens, attack!
Oh, what? Okay. It's foolish of you. Was that the wrong option? Did I just get a Grey Warden killed who could have been like an agent or something? There's a couple instances in this game where there are characters that you can turn into agents rather than kill, and I've fucked up a few of them because I've forgotten where some of them are, and then I mess it up and don't realize it till way after the fact, and I'm like, oh, I ain't reloading the save. It's not that serious anymore. That's something else I recently saw about Veilguard. Is it like... Hold on, does anybody need some juice? How's everybody's health looking? I did not mean to do whatever I just did. Somebody needed juice. Who's that? Solus, you want some juice? Here you go, baby. Varric, what are you doing back there? You okay? You're okay. Alright. Everybody's juiced up. Let's get a refill. They showed, I mean, unless the perspective on it's just limited and not quite accurate, but it was revealed like what choices you'll make in Veil. This place is haunted. What choices you get to make at the start of Veilguard as far as like what you did in Inquisition, right? So like the world state matches your playthrough, because in the past there's like a actual website where you can make all the decisions that you've done in all 3 games. You like go through the sort of questionnaire and show what you've picked, and then you can just import that into your game, which also gives you the opportunity to create new like world states without actually having to go back and play the prior game. So it's kind of convenient in that way. But they're... Oh my god, I'm dying? I need some juice. Maybe got a little overzealous with the sword there, huh? But they're not going to do that this time around. They're just going to have you choose in-game what decisions will carry in. And they're only, I think, going to have you answer questions about Inquisition. And it's like 4 questions. It's like, what, you know, what was your race and like specialization, your class? Who'd you romance? And then 2 decisions that I won't say in detail here for spoilers' sake, because we're not there yet. But that's it. Yeah, the keep. So like, in playing this and replaying this, I'm like super strict on like getting things to turn out how I like, down to some of the most annoying details. But clearly, like, most of what you do in this game is not going to matter as far as Veilguard's concerned, which is sort of disappointing to know. And it seems like nothing you did in the first 2 games is going to carry over, which also feels really disappointing, because that's a huge part of the appeal of these games, is the way that you create your own continuity. Especially the first 2 games. I was joking last time about how the Hero of Ferelden's never going to show up again, but like, I guess really not, because you're going to go into Veilguard and there's no way for that game to know anything about who the Hero of Ferelden is or what he's doing. Again, unless the perspective on it was messed up, and there is actually more. But I was pretty disappointed to see that like 4 things you do in this carry over. Now, mind you, on game 4, I don't really expect some of my more minor decisions from Dragon Age Origins to matter anymore. But part of the fun was the mystery of wondering what choices would end up mattering and be reflected in the new game, right? Like, what characters might show up, who'd you meet, what could happen based on your decisions from prior games. That was always very exciting going into a new BioWare game. And so if we're saying there's just no way for anything you did in the first 2 games to matter at all, and a lot of your choices that you make in this don't carry over, that is a little disappointing. Now, granted, at the end of the day, it's a whole new game, so what should matter most is just the experience in playing that game and not continuity and all that. And at a certain point, too, I've talked about this before, there's so much nuance and potential variety in these games that it is near impossible to honor everybody's decisions, or else at that point you're just like developing multiple games at the same time, and you can never really do it. Like, you end up having to cut corners and do little conveniences to try and like honor people's choices, but also not inflate the development time. Oh my god, look at that big guy. That's alright, I got this move. Boom. I had that stored up. And we're hitting with this. But still, it's just a little disappointing to know that a bunch of that stuff won't be able to matter at all. There's not even the room for that potential intrigue. Okay, Blackwall. Oh, you alright? And of course, because the Inquisitor is actually going to be a character in Veilguard that we'll meet, it's like, damn, only like 4 things are going to carry over? I guess they can't be in the game all that much. I mean, I would expect them to have a role similar to how Hawk is in this. They just kind of feature in one mission or one big scene, and that's it. But I know a lot of fans, myself included, have been anxious to see how some of the remaining plot threads out of this game resonate in Veilguard. There's some things that require... I don't know who's speaking to me.
Stay with my forces and see that they survive this.
I'll keep the demons off them as best I can.
Who's speaking to me? Oh, look at that. We never found that banner. Nice. I see there's clear siege points optional 2 out of 3. Did I miss one? Maybe there's one over here. Oh, Josephine's ready to report in, guys. Can we pack it in and go home? I don't want her to be waiting. She's ready. No, I think I just missed one. That's fine. I don't even care because it's not gonna matter. It's not going to matter if I left the siege point open. There's no checkpoint for Veilguard. God, there's just like a lot of... the more I think about it, actually, the more of a bummer it becomes, because there's just like so many things across the Dragon Age games that I've been excited to learn more about for years. And if there's no specification on those things going into Veilguard, it just seems kind of impossible that they'll get really addressed in the way that I think a lot of people hope they would. What's going on over there? Hello? I saw a big battle over there. What's over here, though? We're going on our own little adventure. Look, money! Look, we could buy some treats. Take the gang out for ice cream after this. Oh, should I have gone... Oh, was that the siege point back there? I thought that was, like, the way to go. My bad, guys. Can we go back? Somebody's still trying to talk to me. Hold on. Oh, it's barred from the other side now. We're terrible. We got the bad ending in Veilguard now because we missed that. It's fine. Here we go. I can't remember how much that matters. Not that much, right? I still don't want bad shit to happen in the game I'm actually playing.
Wardens! We are betrayed by the very world we have sworn to protect.
The Inquisition is inside, Clarel. We have no time to stand on ceremony.
These men and women are giving their lives, Magister. That might mean little in Tevinter, but for the Wardens, it is a sacred duty. It has been many long years, my friend.
Too many, Clarel. If my sword arm can no longer serve the Wardens, then my blood will have to do.
It will.
Y'all are very dumb.
Stop them! We must complete the ritual!
Clarel, if you complete that ritual, you're doing exactly what Ehrman wants.
What? Fighting the Blight? Keeping the world safe from darkspawn? Who wouldn't want that? And yes, the ritual requires blood sacrifice. Hate me for that if you must, but do not hate the Wardens for doing their duty.
We make the sacrifices no one else will. Our warriors die proudly for a world that will never thank them.
And then he takes your mage's minds for his real master, Corypheus.
Corypheus? But he's
Oh?
These people will say anything.
What, you didn't hear?
Confidence, Clarel.
You don't have internet up here?
Bring it through.
You dunce. Huh? I bet something really cool and friendly is in there.
I have seen more than my share of blood magic. It is never worth the cost.
I betrayed the Wardens once and it cost me everything. Are you mad enough to think I'd do it again?
That's like not. That's not a very good argument.
Be ready with the ritual, Clarel. This demon is truly worthy of your strength.
Oh yeah? What if I hit you with my special? Oh, look at this. We know so much. Oh, if I hit Blackwell, some Wardens may see reason? That seems like the way to go then.
Blackwall, can you talk some sense into them?
You don't know me, but you may have heard my name. Like you, I've given my life to the Grey Wardens. The first time I put on
Colin,
this
not
armor,
now.
I felt like I belonged. Like I was part of something honorable. Something with a purpose. I know how good that feels. How safe. But fighting and dying here today won't stop the Blight. If you want to stop the Blight, kill that bastard up there. His master is the living embodiment of its corruption.
Really?
Clarel, we have come so far. You're the only one who can do this.
Perhaps we could test the truth of these charges to avoid more bloodshed.
Or perhaps I should bring in a more reliable ally. My master thought you might come here, Inquisitor. He sent me this to welcome you.
Puppy? Doggo? I was thinking about doing a dragon fight tonight. Woof woof. Get zapped, loser.
Clarel.
Yeah, get it. That'll definitely work.
Help the Inquisitor!
Cool jump. Oh my god. The only trade-off to the Knight Enchanter move is that... Oh my god, I have shields? Who did this to me? Thank you. Oh wait, no, I think that's a consequence of me almost dying. So that was what I was saying. The thing about Knight Enchanter is you get in real close for the melee damage. And as a mage, you're not really supposed to be that close. You're not quite set up for that. So you can take damage way faster than if you stand over here on the sidelines and just ha, ha, ha. Alright, here we go. We're going in. In and out, in and out. Oh, I have bees. I have a bee grenade. Here. Bees! Bees? Everybody knows the greatest way to defeat a giant demon is just throw bees at it. What's go? My health's really low again. What is happening? Get that barrier up. Alright, let's get in here. Now let me get the bees out. Was I getting hit with the dragon shit, maybe? Is this Warden about to... Is that low gain? Looks like you wanted to square up my health! Oh my god, what has happened to me? I need all the juice! Whack him, whack him, whack him. Yeah, that's right, he hates it. Done. Oh, I think you know. What's that in there, huh? No, apparently we're gonna go over here. Do dragons hate demons? No, I don't think so, generally speaking. Oh my god! The dragon's mostly here to deal with us. Okay, wow, yeah, the dragon's really fucking dealing with me. Yeah, the dragon's on the same team as the demons. This one is, anyway. I'm gonna need some more juice, I believe. I'm running low on my Capri Suns. Those are really fucking me up. Now Blackwall needs some juice. Can we get a refill? No? Oh, hell. Oh, and I see some sort of fuck fest going on over yonder here. Here we go. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Keep it moving. Oh my god. Yeah, the mage was manipulating the Grey Wardens into summoning demons. The demons were really for Corypheus' army. The dragon is also a part of Corypheus' army. So the dragon's now here to deal with us, as well as the Grey Wardens who have realized the error of their ways and are now trying to stop the mage.
You've destroyed the Grey Wardens.
This guy's a huge dork. You should not stand there, though, lady.
All I did was dangle a little power before your eyes, and you couldn't wait to get your hands bloody. You could have served a new god.
My man's steaming.
I will never serve the Blight.
Oh! I forgot it went down like that. Ah! Oh, she's alright. She's just gonna walk that off. I got a Capri Sun for her. Alright, she did get a cool heroic death after all. Logan, no, my best friend! He's a big hero! Into the green. Remember I said this mission goes places? We are officially in places. Oh hell, I should have never smoked that shit. Now I'm in the fade.
We were falling.
If this is the afterlife, the Chantry owes me an apology. This looks nothing like the Maker's bosom.
Ah, he's making jokes.
This is the Fade.
And that's why I brought Solus.
The Inquisitor opened a rift. We came through. And survived. I never thought I would ever find myself here physically. Look. The Black City. Almost close enough to touch.
This is incredible.
What spirit commands this place? I have never seen anywhere like it.
It's not how I remember the Fade, either. Perhaps it's because we're here, physically, instead of just dreaming. The stories say you walked out of the Fade at Haven. Was it like this?
Maybe.
I don't know. I still can't remember what happened the last time I did this.
Well, whatever happened at Haven, we can't assume we're safe now. That huge demon was right on the other side of that rift Eramond was using. And there could be others.
In the real world, the rift producing the demons was nearby in the main hall. Can we return to the world through that?
It beats waiting around for demons to find us, right? There. Let's go.
Da boys.
This is fascinating. It is not the area I would have
Oh,
chosen,
juices.
of course. To physically walk.
Shut up. Drink a juice. Varric, how you on juice? Oh, you need juice.
You're here. Isn't that wonderful?
Yes, literally.
Oh,
Solus, you're the expert on this place. Anything helpful?
The Fade is shaped by intent and emotion. Remain focused, and it will lead you where you wish to go. The demon that controls this area is extremely powerful. Some variety of fear, I would guess. I suggest you remain wary of its manipulations, and prepare for what is certain to be a fascinating experience.
as much as you like Dragon Age, you gotta give Baldur's Gate 3 a try. You know, yeah, maybe one day. I don't know if I would stream it if I tried it out. To be honest with you. I feel like I know people who have been streaming that game like since it came out. It just seems like way too long for me to want to stream. Perhaps something I'd enjoy though in my off time. My off time? What am I talking about? What is that? But I know a lot of people who certainly really, really like it. I mean, I've
Must be something here. Let's look around.
no doubt heard all the acclaim for it, so I understand it to be quite fantastic. Yeah, candle. But yeah, I don't want to be streaming the same game for like 3 months. You know what I mean? It'll be an interesting challenge for me to when I do play Veilguard in November on here, because unlike this and the first Mass Effect, which I also streamed earlier this year, those were games that I played quite exhaustively and knew all the ins and outs of, and like there was no intrigue as far as the plot goes, insofar as I just knew it was going to happen, right? So it wasn't like on the edge of my seat and like having to really think out the different decisions I'd make because I didn't want to make the wrong ones and get people killed and stuff. But Veilguard, I won't have that convenience, so it'll be interesting to play a big BioWare RPG like that, experiencing it for the first time on stream. I would think naturally that will prove to be a longer playthrough than this. Because like this, I am deliberately leaving stuff out as far as the stream goes, because I already know well enough what can easily be left to just play off. as far as like side content and exploration goes and all that. I won't have that with Veilguard either. And so I'll probably end up saving a lot more of it for the stream to an extent. But I know it'll drive me a little crazy to save so much of it for like Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. I'll be sitting around on Wednesday going, fuck, I want to play Veilguard. I'm so excited. And there's also just the anxiety of like getting in there and playing it as soon as possible before I could possibly get spoiled on things. Because that's a game that I would care a lot about, avoiding spoilers and seeing the story firsthand for the first time fresh in the game. What's up, Chica?
I greet you, Warden. And you, Champion.
Divine Justinia.
Hello? You're not her.
What are you? A spirit? A demon? The real Divine couldn't have survived Haven.
Couldn't she? How much of Haven do you truly remember? You think my survival impossible, yet here you stand alive in the Fade yourselves.
Yeah, because I have superpowers.
Proving my existence either way would require...
You're just an old lady.
Really? How hard is it to answer one question? I'm a human, and you are...
I am here to help you. You do not remember what happened upon waking. It feeds off memories of fear and darkness, growing fat upon the terror.
Oh, is this like my Xenomorph nightmare last week?
The false calling that terrified the Wardens into making such grave mistakes? It's work.
And perhaps I owe this nightmare a visit.
You will have your chance, brave Warden. This place of darkness is its lair.
Corypheus seems to have a lot of demons at his disposal. How does he command so many?
I know not how he commands his army of demons. His power may come from the Blight itself, but the nightmare serves willingly. For Corypheus has brought...
Oh no, wait a minute, hold on. Are we down? I'm thinking we're down, hold on. Or maybe not? Maybe not? Did it just freeze for a bit? Can you still hear me? You hear me? Okay, you hear me? Alright, I think we're okay now. I see it froze for a bit. But I thought it crashed, but it looks like it didn't. If you still hear me, I think we're okay.
Can you help us get out of the Fade?
That is why I found you. When you entered the Fade at Heaven, the demon took a part of you. Before you do anything else, you must recover it.
Thanks for the stream. Hey Jay, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you. Cool to have another Dragon Age fan on board. Always nice to meet one. So thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your night or day, whichever neck of the woods you're in. We'll see you next time. I was about to be so mad at the stream crash. Now I'm just afraid it's going to crash. It's not often that it recovers from a big freeze like that.
What's going on here?
I was about to be so... Wait! Wait, that was it! She said it! What's going on here? I can't believe they brought that back.
Why are you doing this? You, of all people!
They really did make us remember what she said. What's going on here? There's a giant shadow monster killing this old lady. Hey, what's going on here?
Run while you can! Warn them!
Oh, flashbang warning. It's gonna make us watch it again? Oh, the Wardens were there. That's pretty fucked up.
Why are you doing this? You, of all people.
Keep the sacrifice still.
Someone help me!
What's going on here? Here she comes. Her big moment.
What's going on here?
Oh, that's better. Wait, you delivered that much better. That was much more appropriate that time. What's going on here? Ah!
So Andraste didn't bestow her mark upon you. It came from the orb Corypheus used in his ritual.
Corypheus intended to rip open the veil, use the anchor to enter the Fade, and throw open the doors of the Black City. Not for the old gods, but for himself. When you disrupted his plan, the orb bestowed the anchor upon you instead.
So this was what? An accident? A random ricochet in the middle of a fight?
And if it was?
If it was, then neither the Maker nor Andraste were in any way involved in this. I'm just...
If you believe in the Maker, then you believe he made this world, and everything in it, including your accident. And if you do not, then nothing has changed. You cannot escape the lair of the nightmare until you regain all that it took from you. You have recovered some of yourself, but now it knows you are here. You must make haste. I will prepare the way ahead.
Is there a problem, Hawk?
I wondered if you might be concerned about the Grey Wardens holding the Divine in that vision. Their actions led to her death.
Corypheus had clearly taken the Wardens' minds. You yourself have seen them do this. In any case, we can deal with that after...
Yeah, I'd forgotten about that reveal.
Oh, I intend to.
I've never met the Divine. You think that was really her?
Certainly
We
not.
have arrived in the Fade physically. Perhaps she did as well. Or, if it is a spirit that identifies so strongly with Justinia, that it believes it is her, how can we say it is not?
She's a spirit or a demon. She wishes to help us. For the moment, at least.
And the nightmare? From what she said, I don't look forward to meeting it.
Sounds like it preys on fear. Stealing people's memories. That's low, even for a demon.
Fear is a very old, very strong feeling. It predates love, pride, passion, every emotion. Save perhaps desire. Be wary. The nightmare will do anything in its power to weaken our resolve.
After its corruption of the Wardens, we'll see it pay.
There ain't no way that old lady's just moseying it up in the goddamn Shadow Realm.
We have
Oh,
a visitor.
it's very loud.
Since the little girl comes to steal the fear I kindly lifted from her.
You have a very cool voice, but that's very loud.
You should have thanked me and left your fear where it lay, forgotten. You think the pain will make you stronger. What fool filled your mind with such drivel? The only one who grows stronger from your fears is me. But you are a guest here in my home. So by all means, let me return what you have forgotten.
Stab this ghost.
I expected worse.
These are but minor...
Don't say stuff like that.
Pity.
I appreciate that there's still loot to get in the Shadow Realm. It's great. Matter of fact, they got Capri Suns in here? No? Is that not what you want me to find? Gonna see throat! Sorry. That was probably pretty loud too. Sorry about that. That was like, you came in way too fast for me to mute the mic. I just tried to get away from it as quickly as I could. Sorry about that. I'm glad you could forgive me for it. So I'll put the flowers in. There we go. Give me that. Yeah, you get little boosts. That's cool. Little stat boosts for doing some of this stuff. I did watch the all of the PlayStation State of Play today. Of course, I did naturally. I am on the. I do be playing PlayStation. I do be on the station that plays. And I thought this one was okay. I, like a lot of people, was hoping they were gonna formally announce Resident Evil 9. Not that I like need confirmation that they're developing it. I'm sure that they are and have been. I even kind of half expect it to probably come out next year. But no, there was nothing about Resident Evil at all. No announcement of anything. Seemed like a natural place to do it, but I mean, you don't have to announce games at events like that, but it seems like a lot of studios prefer to. And Resident Evil's not like a exclusive PlayStation thing anymore. Was it really ever? Maybe just the first Resident Evil, because Resident Evil 2, by the time they got to 2, at least they had already branched out to the N64, because I had it for N64. What are we doing? Get to the Divine this way? But even still, I in my mind, I still do associate Resident Evil with PlayStation primarily. Maybe that's silly. I don't know, that's just me. Anything fun over here? I know this is not the way to go. That's not anything new, right? But yeah, no RE9 news. What did catch my interest rather than what let me down? They revealed the last Alan Wake 2 DLC a little bit. That's coming out next month. They didn't have a specific date, but they did say October, which I think everybody kind of assumed it would come out in October. Makes a lot of sense. Not sure what day it's going to come out, though. Or how I may plan to work it into my very involved October streaming schedule. It seems to get more involved every week. I still haven't quite locked it in, even. Because there's just so many fucking things I want to play in October. And, you know, we've been playing Alan Wake 2 all throughout the year, so it could be cool to wrap that up in October. But the Lake House DLC is coming out next month. And it looks... I mean, it was just like a teaser, but it looks pretty dang scary. The Night Springs DLC was kind of silly and fun. I feel like this is going...
I don't know what those are, but they're coming our way.
They're spiders. Oh, they're like really evil spiders. I like the idea that like the Nightmare realm just also has spiders in it. I guess, you know, you could justify a lot of people are afraid of spiders, I suppose. Makes some sense, I guess. Bug people. More emphasis on the bug. Although I guess, well, spiders aren't insects, but I guess but you still count them as bugs. Bugs is sort of a non-specific, non-scientific term, right?
What's that?
I ain't reading all this. TLDR. I'm sorry that happened, or I'm very happy for you. I'm probably sorry. Oh, I'm probably not happy for you. You just exploded. They're all bugs. Fucking bugs. Okay, hold on, let me see. Go this way. This is the actual way we want to go. Although it looks like it's gonna... No, this is gonna be where we get us to where we need to go. So let me explore up here a little bit further and see what's up here.
Perhaps I should be afraid, facing the most powerful members of the Inquisition.
Ease up off the microphone, man. You're very loud.
There's nothing like a Grey Warden, and you are nothing like a Grey Warden.
Ooh.
I'll show you a warden's strength.
Is he gonna roast us? Oh! Roastmaster Corypheus up here. I'm gonna save my rift. I think we'll have a more opportune place to use that. So yeah, Alan Wake 2 DLC. Oh, okay.
In danger because of
you go ahead.
Varric. You found the Red Lyrium. You brought Hawk here.
Just keep talking, Smiley.
Give me him stab it. What was happening over there? What are you guys doing over here? What are you? Hold on. What are you guys doing? Let's run that back. What are you? Hawk's doing tricks on it. Hold on. Oh, I got low gain. Everybody's getting turned. Come on. Come on. Oh look. Wow, look at this. Wow, you guys are incredible. Amazing. The hops on these boys. It's like a fountain. All right. Oh, were they taking damage doing that? I'm such an asshole. I just heard somebody pop a juice box back there, so I think I may have been. They may have been taking fall damage because of that. That's what I get. No, I'm just also taking damage. Oh no, we have all our juice boxes. That's great news. Never mind. Oh man, he hit the Elvish on it. Magic and roasted in your native tongue. He's so committed.
Did you think you mattered, Hawk? Did you think
even Hawk's catching the strays?
You couldn't even save your city. How could you expect to strike down a god? Merrill is going to die, just like your family.
Those were little fields, tiny manifestations spawned from the nightmare itself.
And of course, they look like giant spiders.
Spiders? That is not what I saw.
Remember, we walk in the Fade. Demons of fear shape their appearance to unnerve each of us.
Wonderful.
The nightmare is closer now. It knows you seek escape. With each moment,
juice box.
it grows stronger. We cannot tarry long.
Yeah, can you all wait? I gotta investigate real quick. I'll get to you over there.
As must you. The answer lies in your memories, lost to the nightmare when you last walked the Fade.
Or you could just tell me.
Would you trust my words? Trust what you have seen.
What can you tell me about this mark on my hand?
You already know how the mark came to be upon your hand. As for what it is the needle that pulls the thread, as well as the key.
I don't understand.
It is the needle that passes through the veil, as little else can. You are the thread, and it is the key that locks or unlocks the door to the Fade. It lets you walk in the Fade physically, and survive. Without it, Corypheus must find another way to the Black City. It is part of you now, and cannot be removed without your death.
Alright, you know what?
So, can you tell
Who are you? We gotta wrap this up.
What? You are?
I told you. I am helping you.
Yes,
But are you her, or some kind of Fade remnant of her? Or a spirit imitating her?
Our world is never that simple. What if the answer is none of those things? Or all of them? I am what the Maker made me. The question is, are you what the Maker made you, Inquisitor?
If I was chosen, I just don't understand why. Why me? Why this?
You are not the first to ask such questions. Did Andraste not question when the Maker charged her with an impossible task? Did she not feel unworthy? Her questions didn't lessen her heroism.
I do appreciate those demons over there just waiting for me.
Not yet. Perhaps not ever. The choice will be yours.
You still haven't answered my question. What are you?
I am what you see. All other answers rest in you.
Alright, Granny.
We should keep moving.
Thanks for waiting for me, boys. Sorry I'm late. Wow, you get hit so hard. I don't know if I want the smoke. I get in close and take so much damage. I've not been in the habit of getting hit at this point in the game. I wonder if I could just craft better armor to fix that.
The demons!
The demons.
Go!
What else did they show? Or not show at State of Play? I was hoping they would also maybe show the Spider-Man 2 DLC. That game's almost a year old. And I guess in like somewhat fairness, I don't think they ever officially announced that they were doing DLC. It was just something that leaked as part of like the really unfortunate hacks that happened over there. But it clearly was in development. They've never officially said anything about it though. And I thought maybe Sony State of Play would have been the place to reveal that, but nope, no mention of it. Flashbang warning.
This is the breach back in Haven. That's how I escaped. The demons! Keep running! Ah!
It was you.
They thought it was Andraste sending me from the Fade, but it was the Divine behind me. And then you... She died.
Yes.
We've been following a demon, then.
You don't say.
I am sorry if I disappoint you.
Oh, made him quite sad.
The only thing that's important right now is getting out of the Fade. Whatever you are, you've helped us so far.
What we do know is that the mortal divine perished at the temple, thanks to the Grey Wardens.
Corypheus controlled them. We've discussed this already. This spirit has no further revelations. We should work on getting back to Adamant alive.
Assuming that the Wardens and their demon army didn't destroy the Inquisition while we were gone.
I see atrocities are your purview alone. You tore Kirkwall apart and started the Mage Rebellion.
To protect innocent mages, not madmen drunk on blood magic. But you'd ignore that, because you can't imagine a world without the Wardens, even if that's what we need.
Agreed. The Wardens may once have served a greater good, but they are far too dangerous now.
What are you saying? You want to get rid of the Wardens? Everyone makes mistakes. They would have died to save us.
I don't know what to tell you. There are a few good ones, but an awful lot of the Wardens I've known went crazy.
Yeah, that might happen when you force them to go through like a super dark ritual that'll eventually kill them so that they're well equipped to fight like the armies of hell. Okay, let's see. Who's right? You're both at least a little right. I don't know. Just stop it.
Sweet Maker, can both of you please shut up? We can argue once we've escaped from the giant fear demon.
Inquisitor?
Yeah, just some Spideys. Spider-Man 2 DLC confirmed.
Form up. I'm with you.
Attaboy. Boys, plural. It showed a little more of that Fear the Spotlight game, the first Blumhouse game coming out next month, which looks pretty cool.
Come, real or not, the Divine is the key to escaping from the Fade.
It's got a very retro survival horror homage thing going for it, which is very popular now. But I'll be curious to see how something like that turns out with the potential budget and resources and marketing of Blumhouse Studios.
Him, Logan McTeer, the brilliant commander. Pity the one time you tried to rule, you failed so miserably.
Of dinosaurs?
You had to be beaten, humiliated, lest you destroy your own country.
Oh no, that's not a dinosaur. That's just a gibbering horror. It's like looking in the mirror.
By bringing the Inquisitor down, you destroy everything you touch.
God.
Destroy everything you touch. You don't feel blah 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 what you steal. Shout out Lady Tron. That game looks cool. It's coming out next month. I do not currently plan to play it as part of my October streaming schedule, but not for lack of interest, just for lack of space on the calendar. It's also like late October. You gotta release those games early October, baby. Come on. You don't just go out a few days before Halloween. You should put your horror game out on October 1st or September 30th. You know what I mean? It's like last year when Fortnite added Michael Myers on Halloween.
Do you think you can fight?
It's like, bitch, I want to play with Michael Myers all month.
I am your every fear come to life. I am the veiled hand of Corypheus himself. The demon army you fear, I command it. They are bound all through me.
Oh my god, the spiderlings!
So if we banish you, we banish the demons. Thank you. Every fear comes to life.
She getting sassy with nightmares? Nightmare from Soul Calibur with his giant meat sword? Oh, everybody got upgraded? I definitely was maining Nightmare back in the day. He was very cheesy. Let's get you in here. He had a big eyeball on his sword, too. It's a very, like, Resident Evil boss sword. Black Wall. Let's get your specialization going, too. You love that. Varric, what do you think? We can get you in here. The hail of arrows. That's great. Alright, we can go up there. Where we need to go. Okay, I see.
I guess things just float whenever they feel like it here. Wonder what's up there. Or maybe it's best we never find out.
Oh, up there is the optional route then? Nightmare could fucking reach all the way across the map. He was so cheesy. You just get that big heavy move where he like swings over his head. Also, you know, for a young man like myself, very cool design. That shit was right up my alley. As was, what's her name? The one who's just got ass cheeks out all the time. What was her name? And her sword was cool. It was like a chain sword. But she was just presenting cheeks all the time. Also very popular design with me on the GameCube. Ivy, that's right. Thank you. You know what I'm talking about. I had a Soul Calibur 2 poster that came with the game. Had every character on it. And I remember vividly she was doing the, like, facing away, looking over her shoulder at camera, presenting cheeks. And I wake up every day. And the sun may have been up, but so was the moon, you know what I mean? Respectfully presenting cheeks. Hey! I probably shouldn't. This is not a good idea to get up here. Get away from here. Get away from here. Oh, I need juice! I need juice! I need juice! I need juice! You know what? Let's use this here. I don't care. This seems like a great place to use this. I was saving it for like literally the next section, but these are pride demons, right? Yeah, these guys are tough as fuck. Whack them. That's it. She had regal cheeks. Great cheeks. Almost as thick as my man Voldo. Remember him? Voldo had the thunder thighs from what I remember. He was presenting very jiggly thigh meat. Is that a nug? Is that Moodang? No, it's a stuffed animal. Voldo the weird shit bird. He did disgust me. I believe he was on the poster as well, and I hated looking at him. You never wanted to lose to Voldo. That just felt... You know, you never want to lose, period, but losing to Voldo was... I never liked the implications of it. He was like a weird pervert mummy. It felt very bad. There was a lot of Soul Calibur represented at the gaming convention I was at on Saturday, and there was a replica Nightmare and Siegfried swords for sale. Was the Nightmare one to scale? Well, Siegfried... Because Siegfried is the un-nightmared Nightmare, right? It's like the redeemed Nightmare. Siegfried also had a giant sword, though. But, like, were they to scale? What was made out of? Just, like, foam or meat? I remember that, like, blew my mind when I unlocked Siegfried. It's like, what? He's like Nightmare turned good. And he's beautiful.
Look!
I've never been a big fighting game guy, but man, I loved Soul Calibur 2. I don't know if that game was just particularly more accessible for somebody who is more green at such things or what, but I played that game a ton. Single player, friends. That was a great fucking game. They still make Soul Calibur games? Like, when did the last Soul Calibur come out? I feel like it's not a name I've heard in a long time in the context of a new game. Whack, 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 whack 'em, whack 'em, whack 'em. The whack is huge, man. The whack is the way. Alright, who needs juice? Solus needs juice. How we doing, Varric? Oh man, we got a refill already. They're already back. Refill. Oh wait, who am I? Am I Solus? Ah! I don't want to be Solus. He doesn't have a big whacking sword. Get your ass back here. Trying to run away. Trying to run from the whack. Return of the whack. Yes, I did. Return of the whack. Oh my god. Return of the whack one more time. Okay, that's the way to go. Right? Or no, that's the way to go. So wait, what's over here? Is there a bonus Capri Sun over here? They were not to scale. They were about 3 feet total, and they were foam. Soul Calibur 2 is favorite in the series. It was a great fucking game. It also had Necrid, and I liked Necrid, but he was never in any subsequent games. Huh. Wait, hold on. Who's Necrid? I don't remember that one. Necrid. Let me see that design real quick. Oh, yeah. He had the big, like, energy chest. Yeah, I do remember this guy. Fuck, this game was great. Last one was in 2018. Was that good? Did people like that? Was it a flop? Is that why there hasn't been one since? Is the fighting game market like a tough bubble to pop these days? If you're not like Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter? The last fighting game I got was Injustice 2, and I fucking sucked at it. I didn't even ever play online or with anyone ever. I only played single player, and I sucked at that. I was too embarrassed to ever even try playing it with another human being. There was nothing I didn't already know that I needed to learn by fighting somebody, a real person with that game. There was no point. And after that, I said, like, yeah, I don't think fighting games are my thing. I don't think I have the right, like, brain configurement to want to play them. Give me this drink. Give me this juice. I knew there'd be some juice down here for me. Give me this. Some darkspawn blood. Look, it's everybody's grave. Ah! It's what killed us. Iron Bull madness. That makes sense because he's scared of becoming Ben Hasreth. Irrelevance. Varric became his parents. This one's blank. Is that mine? Cassandra, helplessness. Dorian, temptation. Sarah, the nothing. Solus, dying alone. Cole, despair. Blackwall himself. Oh, what the fuck? These are maybe their primary fears? Blackwall, you alright, brother? Everybody else's I just kind of get, generally speaking, but yours feels especially intense. You want this darkspawn blood? Thanks. Oh, look out, there's some dinosaurs over there. Can I get a closer look at these guys? I do not remember there being nightmare Oh, they're like skeleton dinosaurs. Wow. That is scary. They got these places these days, I don't know if you heard about them, museums, chock full of skeleton dinosaurs. It's crazy. Really scary. That kind of looked like Nightmare there. Somebody had a spectral Soul Calibur Nightmare. And 2 had Geralt of Rivia. That makes sense. I always was amused, even beyond Soul Calibur 2, regardless of whether I played it, I was always amused by seeing what characters they brought in. Now that's also like a huge thing for Mortal Kombat, like other IPs they bring in. But Soul Caliburs are always pretty interesting. I thought the Star Wars one was silly. That doesn't... I mean, in theory, it's not, I guess. It's not any more silly than fucking Spawn, right? But, like, I don't know. It didn't feel right to me. Never had the Spawn one. I had GameCube, so I had Link. Which I thought was pretty cool. And pretty rare, definitely at the time, I would say. Nintendo being like, sure, somebody else can use our character. They do crossover stuff a bit more frequently these days. You guys playing Limp Bizkit? Alright, let's keep going. We're almost there. Juice! Who needs juice? Hold on. Anybody? Varric needs juice.
The rift. We're almost there.
Great, Hawk. Why not just dare the
Oh
old
boy.
gods to try and stop
Now that is a bug person. That's like the CEO of Bug People Incorporated.
If you would, please tell Liliana. I am sorry. I failed you too.
Oh, get zapped. Ah! You're like a bug wraith. Should have really saved my rift for this, huh? Oh well.
I grow fat on your fear.
That's alright, I'll just whack him. He's getting fat on my fear? I thought fear was 0 calories. That's no problem. We're gonna whack him. Oh!
You will die in agony.
Oh, yuck. Yeah, well, you're gonna die of high cholesterol if you don't pay better attention to your diet and daily caloric intake, alright? Take it from me, I could, oh my god, I could certainly afford to lose a few and then a few more, but... Here we go, here we go, here we go. Now just stay there and eat it. Well, don't. Who the stop! Fucking get whacked. Making me drink all my juice. You know what? You think you're so cool because you're a Spider-Man? I got bees. I'm gonna throw bees at you. I bet you hate that. There's some of those real nasty hornets that love to kill spiders. I know you've seen those videos. What are you doing, Logain? You good? It's happening right in front of you, Logain. There you are. I keep wanting to call him Logang. Not the Logang. No. They're gonna make us eat their shitty Lunchables. Speaking of which, get my Capri Sun. Nope. Where you at, bug boy? Look at that damage, it's crazy. There we go. Another, wow, the damage is on me though is crazy. Alright boys, you better not be drinking all my juice. Trying to think of what else. Apparently didn't make the biggest impression on me. I'm trying to think of what else was at State of Play, like something I was excited about. There was at least one other thing that I was like, You
cannot stand against me.
There were two new games I'd never heard of right up front that looked pretty cool. One was like, had this very sort of claymation-y art style. And the other looked like sort of a spooky Souls-like.
We need to clear a path!
Go! I'll cover you.
No, you were right. Wardens made this mistake.
A warden must help them rebuild. That's your job. Corypheus is mine.
Oh man, it's Vermeer all over again. Big decision here. So you can choose between your playable character from Dragon Age 2 or the antagonist of Dragon Age 1, which I feel like it's a pretty easy choice. I've seen some people say they keep Logain just for like the cosmic joke of this fucking treacherous loser who like is denied a big heroic death and hilariously still gets to be alive and like live out his days in misery and repent, which is pretty amusing. It's also interesting like the different variations of this choice you can get, because if depending on your choices in the first game, you could have Alistair here instead of Logain, and Alistair is like potentially he's definitely like a fan favorite character and potentially somebody you would really care about, and making this choice a lot harder. Or it's possible to, if Logain's dead and Alistair is not a Grey Warden anymore, you just get kind of like a generic Grey Warden that they introduce in this game, which makes the choice very easy. Anyway, all this to say, although I think it's very interesting and cool to keep Logain alive up until this point, I will go ahead and give him the heroic death that he so desperately has been looking for years, and Hawk gets to stay. Well, not stay. He's going to come with me. Logain stays. He will likely die. So you're saying there's a chance he won't?
Logain.
Fight well. You will not die while I draw breath. For the Warden!
I let him get the redemptive death. By fighting the giant bug fuck, he understands why he was allowed to live so many years ago. But he might not be dead, because it said likely to die. Maybe he'll show up in Veilguard. Oh, no, wait, he won't, because it won't import that decision at all. The game's not even going to know if Hawk's alive, so, like, the fuck? Rip Logain. At least you had the satisfaction of a meaningful death.
Without the nightmare to control them, the mages are free. And Corypheus loses his demon army. Though as far as they're all concerned, the Inquisitor broke the spell with the blessing of the Maker.
We'll let them believe it, I think, at this point. They've convinced me that there's value in their faith, even if I don't share it, or have been given pretty convincing evidence that it's not true.
They need something to believe in.
I suppose escaping by the skin of your teeth isn't as good for morale.
Inquisitor, the archdemon flew off as soon as you
They need something to sing about.
The Venatori Magister is unconscious but alive. Cullen thought you might wish to deal with him yourself. As for the Wardens, those who weren't corrupted helped us fight the demons. We stand ready to help make up for Clarel's tragic mistake. Where is Logain?
I'm so sad.
Warden Logain died striking a blow against a servant of the Blight. We will honor his sacrifice, and remember how he exemplified the ideals of the Grey Wardens, even as Corypheus and his servants tried to destroy you all from within.
Inquisitor, we have no one left of any significant rank. What do we do now?
Grey Wardens help the Inquisition. They may be vulnerable to corruption. The Wardens are banished from Orlais. They do not help the Inquisition. We love when they help the Inquisition. Are you crazy?
You stay and do whatever you can to help. Logain
Some
died
people
for
weren't a
the
fan of
ideals
that.
Of the Wardens. In war, victory. And we are still at war. Do you believe the Wardens can still help?
I do, your worship.
You're still vulnerable to Corypheus, and possibly his Venatori. But there are plenty of demons that need killing.
While they do
Sorry,
that,
Baldo.
I'll inform the Wardens at Weishaupt what's happened. Best they not get caught off guard.
Thank you, your worship. We will not fail you.
Everyone's so precious when we're at war with like 3 different shades of fuck.
Try not to start an exalted march on anything. And take care of Varric for me.
I mean, you could stay. You're a very powerful mage. You could just not exit the story, but alright. You know what time it is? Time to talk to everybody. Maybe we'll still have time to sneak a dragon fight in before I go to bed.
One final report. He's on his way to Weishaupt. As for the Grey Wardens, they are fighting demons and Red Templars while staying clear of Venatori. You dealt Corypheus a significant blow, Inquisitor.
The Grey Wardens carry respect in other nations. If we spread word that the Inquisition has their support...
We may gain standing with nations that have suffered under the Blight. I will take the matter to Josephine. You took an army from Corypheus, but that will matter little if Orlais falls into chaos. All arrangements have been made for the ball in Halam Shiral. Let us know when you are ready to proceed.
Remind me what we know about the plot against Selene.
The Venatori are planning some kind of attack on the Imperial Court. Corypheus may even be fueling the conflict between the Empress and her cousin, Grand Duke Gaspard. If we warn Selene, she may prove a most valuable ally against Corypheus.
I am half tempted to try to do this mission tonight. The next big main story mission. But I think if I knew I could get it done by 1, I'd go for it. But I don't know for sure that I can. The next mission is a lot more talking than combat. It's a different approach for this game. It's kind of cool in its own way, but
I'll go as soon as
I'm not sure I can squeeze it in tonight.
Cullen, Josephine, and I will discuss
As
the
great as it would be to
question
finish 2
with
big
the
story
Empress.
beats like that.
Speak with us when you are ready.
I'm definitely not finishing this game this week, though.
Divine Justinia, or her soul, or the spirit that took her form. I read your report. I know it isn't clear, but...
She seemed calm, serene even, and she guided us the whole way through.
That does sound like her.
She did ask me to tell you something, though. She said, "I'm sorry, I failed you too."
Oh. I should finish this before it slips my mind. Perhaps later we might discuss the matter further. Thank you.
Boom, huge upgrade. What do we want to spend that on? Guess more Night Enchanter, right? Just start boosting this up. What's this one? Something gonna get my defense up? You surround yourself with the magic of the veil itself. You are briefly invulnerable and can pass through enemies unharmed. That sounds great. And what's this one? Call on benign spirits to restore you and your allies for continuing the fight. All party members are healed to full health. That's terrific. Where am I going to put this on the battle menu, though? I guess we could put it here. Map to battle menu. We could put it here. Yeah, we'll just talk to everybody tonight. Boom. We'll make the rounds, see what time it is, and then maybe we'll go fight a dragon before calling it a night. Let's see. Nobody's up here with us other than Liliana, who appears to not be interested in talking right now. She already got a big cutscene conversation, I guess. Now it's bothering me, though. There was something else I apparently didn't blow my mind all that much, but I thought there was something else from State of Play today that I was like, all right, that's nice. Let me see. There was the Ghost of Tsushima sequel announcement today. I know Dilly's interested in that, though probably not until it comes to PC. This made me, when this came up, I was like, all I could do was laugh because it seemed like the kind of things people would make up as like, I don't even care about State of Play. They're just going to announce that they're doing a remaster of Horizon Zero Dawn. Just keep remaking the same games over and over again. And then they actually announced Horizon Zero Dawn remastered for PS5. Though they are doing the nice thing where if you already own that game, you could just upgrade it for $10 instead of having to buy a fucking $80 game. So that's nice. I actually do own that game. I guess I bought it on sale who knows how many years ago, and I've still never played it. I don't know. We could maybe play that one day. I think that game looks kind of cool. I know people call it an industry plant game. It does also curiously have a Lego game coming out soon. Lego Horizon Adventures, which that does feel a bit to me like who asked for this. Although, not that things need to be asked for to justify their being made, but that one feels especially bizarre to me. It's like, does that game really have a fan base strong enough to justify a Lego game? Yeah. The remake we all wanted. Yeah, it's what I mean. It's like, it's, I don't know. Alan Wake 2, they had the Veilguard boss fight. Is that the only thing? Oh yeah, Pal World's coming to PS5? I think it said it's coming out today. I don't even know if I knew that was getting a console port, period. Is Pal World free to play? Probably not. That game's also in the middle of a lawsuit with Nintendo right now. No, I guess that was maybe it. It was just the Dragon Age sneak peek and Alan Wake 2 DLC. Yeah, the first two games, Midnight Walk and Hell Is Us. I thought those looked kind of cool. And some new Astrobot stuff. I'd like to play Astrobot. I almost said Astrobot, and now I did say it. Astrobot, more like Astrobutt. I'm not playing that Astrobutt game. Or maybe I am, brother. Alright, take that stuff. I'm not talking to Fiona. I'll talk to this man. You can start taking this guy out for more adventures.
Anything interesting?
A letter regarding Felix, Alexius' son. He went to the magisterium, stood on the Senate floor and told...
Oh, he's not dead yet. That's good.
A glowing testimonial, I'm informed. No news on the reaction, but everyone back home is talking. Felix always was as good as his word.
Was?
He's dead.
Oh, he is dead.
The
Shit.
blight caught up with him.
God rest his soul. Make her rest his soul.
Are you alright?
He was ill, thus on borrowed time anyhow.
That doesn't mean you can't regret his death.
I know. Felix used to sneak me treats from the kitchens when I was working
Treats?
in his father's study. Don't get into trouble on my behalf, I tell him. I like trouble, he'd say. Tevinter could use more mages like him. Those who put the good of others above themselves.
Were the
Let me get in your business real quick.
Felix and I? What an odd question. No, I had no intention of abusing Alexius's hospitality by seducing his son. Not that I've been
well, when you put it that way.
problematic by any means. It wasn't like that. Even in illness, Felix was the best of us. With him around, you knew things could be better.
You make it sound like he was a better person than you.
What a mad thing to say. Few people are better than I. Very well, a better person, clearly, not nearly as handsome. Thankfully, Felix wasn't the only decent sort kicking around Thedas.
Who, me? You talking about me? You think I'm cool? Let's go talk to Vivi. Oh, look, the Knight Enchanter commander's up here.
Of course.
What?
You are a quick study, Knight Enchanter.
Alright. Carry on.
It's a noble calling, the Knight Enchanter. You have joined the ranks of the most select mages. You should be commended. So few have the discipline necessary.
I didn't realize you were a Knight Enchanter, Vivienne.
Of course I am, darling. Knight Enchanters serve in the highest echelons of the Chantry and Circle. Where else would I be?
We are the best, girly.
It was an easy decision to join the finest mages in Thedas.
It always is, my dear. But not everyone can manage it.
Any chance we might kiss? No, there's no chance. Well, Vivian, I wish I could see you zipping around the map and whacking people with the big sword. I would probably find that very helpful, but I'm not sure that your AI can quite figure that out. I'm gonna have to put that to the test someday. Hold on, where's the... Oh yeah, look! It looks so much better in here. We got statues. Statues are kind of freaky. I picked these out. Oh, there's the boats. These statues are kind of crazy. My options must have been pretty limited. What do you want, Mother Giselle?
If you have a moment.
Well, why don't we just take in this amazing hall with all these boats?
Of course they said no. They want to choke. My Lady Inquisitor, it's good of you to speak with me. I have news.
Oh, we got all the freaks with the masks in here now.
Companions, the Tevinter.
Has Dorian done something wrong?
No, thankfully. It's nothing like that. I have been in contact with his family. House Pavas, out of Carenas. Are you familiar with them?
He's mentioned his family. They don't appear to be on good terms.
Yes. I believe you're correct. The family sent a letter describing the estrangement from their son and pleading for my aid. They've asked to arrange a meeting quietly without telling him. They fear it's the only way he'll come. Since you seem to be on good terms with the young man, I'd hoped...
Just what kind of meeting do they have in mind?
I believe they just want to talk, to understand why Dorian felt he had to come here. Somewhere private, away from Skyhold, but not in Tevinter. You make them nervous, I think. They don't understand why he's here with the Inquisition. They want him to come home.
What happens if Dorian doesn't agree?
Hopefully that will be the end of it. If not, well, that's why you should be there.
Why would his family contact you?
Because they don't know you, Inquisitor. I am not of the Imperial Chantry, but they know what I represent.
These are parents concerned about the welfare of their son. How could I not do whatever possible? I would speak to the young man myself, but he does not care for me. Thus I come to you. If any good can come of this, we must try.
They don't want Dorian to know. That seems odd.
They believe the young man would refuse, and the letter implies he'd have cause. Yet, they are remorseful for whatever came before. This is a chance for dialogue. There is deceit in bringing the young man to this meeting without his foreknowledge, I know. But does it not lead to a greater kindness if there is potential for reconciliation?
Are you sure this isn't some kind of trap? I mean, the secrecy...
Let it occur to me. What if it is a plot of those mages, the Venatori? Another reason to put this in your hands, Inquisitor. I pray that isn't the case. But if it is, you are far better equipped than I to respond to such treachery.
I'll see what I can do.
Bless you, Inquisitor. The family will send a retainer to meet the young man at the Red Cliff Tavern, to take him onward. If he truly does not wish this reunion, he can always end the matter there. I shall pray for your success, and the young man's happiness. That's all we can hope for. Is it?
Alright, sister. We can speak to Dorian about it first, or bring him there. I don't really remember how that plays out if you tell him first. Before that, let's judge someone. I love the judgments. There's quite a few of them, and I wish there were more.
Continues, your worship. I submit Lord Livius Erimond of Virantium, who remains loyal to Corypheus.
Man, those are some scary statues.
We found him alive, offering extreme resistance, likely because the Order will ask for his head. In more colorful terms. To say nothing of justice you might personally require for what was suffered in the Fade.
I have to throw the book at him.
Countless better men and women than you are dead. Why shouldn't this be quick?
I recognize none of this proceeding. You have no authority to judge me.
On the contrary,
interesting strategy. Let's see how it plays out.
Defer to the Inquisitor on this matter.
Because they fear not just Corypheus, but Tevinter, rightful ruler of every piece of ground ye trod in your pathetic life. I serve the living God. Bring down your blades and free me from the physical. Glory awaits me.
I bet you'd like that. Yeah, he's the guy. He's the guy that really freaks out if you go this route. You make him tranquil. I'm not going to give him the Wardens, even though they're owed that, because he was able to successfully manipulate them into summoning a ton of demons. He's him. Not anymore.
You are the worst of us. The damage you have done is beyond all reckoning. A mage's crime, a mage's punishment. Lord Livius Erimond of Virantium, I deny you death. Tranquility.
You cannot! I am a lord, you pissants! I will not lose myself!
It's pretty fucked up. Every single mage heavily disapproved of that. And apparently I got a mission called How Could You off of that. But, you know, it's just satisfying to see him so upset. We got another one lined up. Who's next?
Another of the lingering pains of adamant, your worship. Sir Ruth is a senior warden of the Order. She was one of the many who slit the throat of another to bind a demon. She does not contest this. In fact, she surrendered to us. She requests no mercy. She wants the public justice of the headman's axe.
You were free to rejoin your comrades, and yet you present yourself here.
There is no excuse for my actions. I murdered another of the Order. That blood marks me more than the Blight ever could.
Accepting their actions while thralls of Corypheus, many treaties allow wardens any extreme if it opposes the Blight.
I can't do it. I can't use the greater good to justify my crimes, as if it would create a future I could be a part of. It is wrong that this broke me. I've done worse. With full sanction, I can do nothing except be an example of the cost.
He just not judge you. I mean, it makes a compelling case, but... Or we can just send you to the deep roads to still live out your duty. Basically, death by combat with darkspawn.
You feel your life is over? There's a place for such wardens. Saruth, you'll go to the
Keep
deep
some dignity,
roads.
though.
Your death may be as quick as you choose.
This sends no message. This is just an end.
That gets a operation too. Okay. Yeah, no, you're a dumbass, but... Wardens are basically tasked with stopping the apocalypse, so... I could see how you'd get pretty desperate in that. What are you doing in here, Solus? You're an incredible painter. It's like telling our life story in here. Let's see, we just finished this. He's painting the Grey Warden shield. Are those some bug people up there? Incredible.
I cannot believe the Grey Wardens could even conceive of such a plan.
Oh, sorry.
Seek out these old gods deliberately in some bizarre attempt to preempt the Blight.
It's okay, baby. Shh, it's okay. Settle down.
I know.
He likes
I'm
that.
glad we could end this madness before it started.
Thank you. I've been on my own for so long.
Fucking egghead.
To get used to having the support of others. Those fools and duty. Responsibility is not expertise. Action is not inherently superior to inaction. Forgive me. The entire idea is unnerving.
Anything else?
How are you? I heard from Cassandra that it is the magic of the Knight Enchanters. If I am not mistaken, the techniques descend from those of ancient elven mages, called arcane warriors. I wonder what they would think to see their magic used in defense of the Chantry.
Oh, they'd be proud of me.
I doubt they were called arcane warriors in Elven.
The formal name for the techniques you have learned.
Solus just loves to talk. You give him an excuse to start yapping. Approval go up.
Physical confrontation. Called it Gilanim Banalva, the path that leads astray.
He missed his calling as a Twitch streamer.
What can you tell me about the arcane warriors?
World's most annoying, like, reaction streamer.
Serving as bodyguards or champions for nobles, as I
He'd just be whining about everything.
Mages who focused on spirits or the Fade might sneer at their physicality, but never doubted their honor. They were the living embodiment of will made manifest.
That's what happens whenever you guys post anything in the chat. A little message should pop up on the screen that says Taylor slightly approves. Your rating with me goes up every single time you post something in there. They'd be pleased to live on. They'd be proud of me.
I hope they would be proud to see another of our people practicing their techniques.
We're taking it back.
I hope so as well.
He likes that.
Knowledge has been lost. Perhaps having something they created carried forward, even in such a different form, would gratify them. Did you need anything else?
I'm interested in what you told me of yourself in your studies. If you have time, I'd like to hear more.
You continue to surprise me. All right, let us talk. Preferably somewhere more interesting than this.
Oh my? Yeah, he's a textbook narcissist. Very true. He loves the smell of his own farts. You know what I mean? Just hotboxes himself on the nightly. Speaking of hotbox, where's this going? You know what I mean? Can you dig it? Oh, we're loading in a lot.
in is familiar. It will always be important to you.
We talked about that already.
How you gonna hate on the Grey Wardens while you're
Beside
wearing
you while
that?
you slept, studying the anchor.
Yeah, what else do you study, big boy?
I'm glad someone was watching over me.
You were a mystery. You still are. I ran every test I could imagine. Searched the Fade, yet found nothing. Cassandra suspected duplicity. She threatened to have me executed as an apostate if I didn't produce results.
I would never have agreed to that.
You were in no position to argue. You were never going to wake up? How could you? A mortal sent physically through the Fade. I was frustrated, frightened. The spirits I might have consulted had been driven away by the breach. Although I wished to help, I had no faith in Cassandra, or she in me. I was ready to flee.
The breach threatened the whole world. Where did you plan to go?
Someplace far away, where I might research a way to repair the breach before its effects reached me. I never said it was a good plan. I told myself, one more attempt to seal the rifts.
Cool pose.
I tried and failed. No ordinary magic would affect them. I watched the rifts expand and grow, resigned myself to flee, and then... It seems you hold the key to our salvation. You had sealed it with a gesture. And right then, I felt the whole world change.
Yeah, what else did you feel? Tell me, what else did you feel?
Felt the whole world change.
She's getting rizzed up.
I'm aware of the metaphor. I'm more interested in felt.
You
Oh
changed
my.
everything.
Oh my! I didn't think this was gonna happen tonight. I didn't remember this happening so early. Polish that egghead up, baby. I'm gonna give it a big smooch.
Sweet talker.
Kiss, kiss, kiss. Oh yeah. Oh, he's such a. Oh, he takes what he wants. Oh my. Came back for seconds.
We shouldn't. It isn't right.
Oh, don't hit me with that.
Not even here.
You love this.
What do you mean, even here?
Where do you think we were?
This isn't real.
That's a matter of debate. Probably best discussed after you wake up.
That was crazy. He hit me with the Inception kiss. Of all the romances, you chose him? Look, kid, as somebody who's played this game, I think you can appreciate why I probably did that. That's all I'm going to say. For now. Look, you can see how cool my room is in my epic bed. This bed's so epic. And this is where you can change your PJs, because I forgot you can actually do this. You could look at all these things. You could change so much about your outfits. I'm sticking with this one, though. I totally forgot that you actually can change your casual outfit. I complained so much about how the PJs look. Pointless the whole time. Just had to wait till I got the Skyhold. Feel like I'm being cheated out of great romances. The first time I played this, I romanced Cassandra. And then when I finished the game, I went, oh, I need to see what the Soulless romance looks like. And like now that's just like... That's to me, that's the only way the game exists in my mind now. I'm too much of a creature of habit with these. Part of me would love to come here and like make different choices than I have in the past, but it's like I get my favorite sequence of events, the same with Mass Effect, and it's like whenever I come back to it, I'm checking each box again.
I guess the hero of River Dane's story finally came to an end. Loghain was the Ferelden ideal, you know, the common boy who freed his kingdom and became a Terran. He helped to end the Fifth Blight. The rest aside, that made him a hero. He wasn't the first good man to fall to Corypheus. He won't be the last. This story's no good for heroes.
Some of us heroes will make it. We're just too amazing to die.
If we're both still standing at the end of all this, I'll buy the drinks.
Loghain.
Tell everyone back in Kirkwall
Kit's
where
judging
we're
me
going.
super hard.
I'll have to let Merrill know. I'd better write some letters. Excuse me.
He's judging all my choices. Yeah, I was saying earlier, I think Loghain's a really interesting one to keep alive instead of execute at the end of Origins. I don't think my in fairness, my playthrough of Origins, I did kill him. It was when I played through this game and then hit the Dragon Age Keep again, realizing that keeping Loghain alive would mean he'd show up here as the warden that you take with you to the Fade. I thought that story was like really compelling. He's the villain of the first game, completely defeated and disgraced, but instead of just executing him, you sentence him to becoming a warden, the very group that he framed and disgraced on his way to the throne. Now he has to live and suffer amongst them until finally in this game he gets sort of a redemptive death, a meaningful death. And I don't know. I thought that was a cool arc that you could piece together. I know the other side of that is Alistair gets really fucking mad at you if you let him live in Origins. I think he just basically like shuns you, which would have made me very sad to see in game, but it was just something I had set up through the Keep. I thought that was way more interesting than just having that. What's his name? Stroud, kind of just the generic Grey Warden they give you in this game. And I definitely didn't want Alistair there. But he's the king in my save state. Yeah, it's classical archetypes. I just think that's the most interesting outcome. Similar to how I think the Solus romance in this makes for the most interesting story. Now, I haven't played all of them. I saw you said Cullen and Iron Bull are good. I mean, BioWare is typically pretty great. I mean, I remember liking the Cassandra one too. But yeah, BioWare is pretty good at writing the kissy stuff.
Writing does not come naturally to me, as I'm certain you can imagine.
Can you kiss people in Anthem? If not, that's why it failed. Do you want to kiss right now?
Trying to outdo Varric's next literary masterpiece.
I haven't his talent for blather. As if written by a dim-witted child. Historians will one day ask what happened at Adamant Fortress, in the Fade. I wasn't there, but others were. Their accounts must be recorded.
That's an excellent idea, Cassandra.
I certainly thought so, until I started writing.
Feed Loghain to the Mabari.
Don't know what to say.
Like I said, in my playthrough, I definitely killed his ass.
The Chantry teaches us that the souls of the dead pass through the Fade, so it could have been her. Yet even so...
It was only once learning like where that story would end up that I was like, oh, actually, maybe there's some interest in keeping him alive. And I think it makes for a much better framing of that entire mission in this, having him there. What'd you say? Could have been her.
Do you really think it might have been her?
Had to keep Alistair happy. I get it. He was my bestie too, so I get it.
Her hopes and memories, her lingering will to do good. Those things are all possible. Nobody knows for certain what happens after we die. A spirit could have assumed her form, but why? It helped you, as Justinia herself would have.
I don't know the truth any more than you do.
Sadly, unanswered questions make for poor reading. When they told me you were physically in the Fade, I was terrified for you. The last time such a thing happened, we created darkspawn. We created Corypheus. The world needs to know the truth this time. No more legends lost to the ages.
The elf just kind of has like a weird frame, right? Like a weird build. Like she looked pretty awkward in this too. Which was a big reason why the beige pajamas were so terrible. I don't remember feeling that way as much when I played as a human the first time around. Whoa. Hey, who's drawing their furry art in the tavern? Come on. It's a communal space. Alright, who's next? Who else? Cassandra's over here. Even though the first time I made him king, he dumped my elf mage in the throne room because I suddenly wasn't good enough to be queen to the bastard son banished to the chantry, but I'm not bitter. Well, as you saw, I made him marry that woman, which you didn't seem very happy about. I can't remember whether that's something to not be happy about or not. I can't recall. Unless you were just jealous.
Hey.
Oh, hello. Anything going on?
What's been going on?
Varric came by to talk. He told me a story about copper marigolds.
I have to go.
Alright, Krem, anything from
Commander
you?
Cullen did good work at Adamant. Breached those walls like he'd done it a dozen times. Nice job with the demons, by the way.
Anything else you can do?
Think of any other tasks?
You sealed the main rift at Adamant, but the fortress is still a mess. Demons, darkspawn, maker knows what. I can take Rocky out there with some of the boys. They know how to bring down walls. We can't close rifts, but we can bury the bastards under a ton of rubble.
We'll talk later.
How about you, big boy?
Again. Again. Come on! This is why the Qun doesn't like women fighting. I should have asked Cullen. Good one.
Perhaps you can take over.
Qunari training exercise to master your fear. I heard about the nightmare at Adamant. Sounded big.
Can you explain why I'm supposed to hit you with this stick?
Probably, if I try. It'd involve a lot of Qunari words, though. Just hit me with the stick, alright? I need to get
Give
away
him
with
the
this demon
stick!
crap.
Don't give him the stick!
All right.
There we go.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Damn demon. Who's stuck in the fade, huh?
You fought in that siege. Every demon at Adamant wanted to tear you in half.
I bet, you demon assholes. And who killed you? That's right. Iron fucking Bull. I needed that. Thanks, boss.
Oh, okay. Feeling better?
And that works for you.
Yep.
Just about to get real messy with everybody else. After Solus giving me a hard time in the dream state, I'm about to go over there and hit him with a stick. You pull me back in for the double and the triple? And then he was like, I don't know. You emotionally unavailable motherfucker.
From Haven's fire come we, the able true.
What's up, Sully?
Inquisitor, it was amazing. Sorry, slow down.
Your quartermaster outfitted me, and I got trained to hunt the bandits near my home, in your name. I hired Voth here.
She was my rival, so she needed to get lost.
Mage. A good one, though. Thank you for trusting me, your worship. I'll pay you back, I swear.
Who are you?
Good work. Keep with the training. We'll need every hand.
Yes. Yes, your worship. We'll do just that. Won't we, Voth? He doesn't speak, but he's thankful too.
Yeah, if I remember right, this is a character who you can guide through a series of war table missions. It's one of those ones where you like always have to pick the right outcome or he dies. But if you get them all right, he like slowly builds his own company of characters, I believe. He's like having his own little Dragon Age adventure.
That cat dancing around, hopping and pouncing like a fool. Made my day bright, it did. Maker knows what got into the little rat catcher.
You're very loud. Here's Sarah's quarters. This area looks, as chaotic as it is, quite cozy. I would love to hang out in here and like have a cup of coffee or something.
Heard what went on in that Fade thing. What you think went on. Can't even start to believe that business.
I think a lot of people are having trouble with what went on there.
People going on about visions and piss when real
Piss?
gone. Dead, probably. Logain, yeah?
Is that what you saw? Piss?
And in trade, a busted down bunch of wardens. And they're always weird.
I went to the Fade and it was full of piss.
Hero shows up. But wardens are the wrong way round. They're the good thing that means a bad thing is about to happen. Like in Denerim, when the Blight ended.
A lot happened in Denerim. What did you see?
People talked a lot about this one warden. There was a big fight and they died, or... I don't know. Maybe they didn't.
The hero of Ferelden. You forget the hero of Ferelden.
That was ages ago. 10 years. I was playing with small painted boxes and burying stuff I stole. I remember more people cringing about magic than Blight. Wardens were an excuse for your stuff to go missing. Blackwall's nice, though. Different from the adamant ones. Need more like him.
I can assure you the hero of Ferelden is not dead.
Getting serious about mage stuff. Magic. Things. How about not so much? Just asking. For not so much magic. Great, yeah?
Get out of here. Now, this is all stuff I can
I'll be back if I need you.
Go on.
exhaust on my own. I actually don't think we're going to fight a dragon tonight. Sorry. Sorry to edge you on the dragon fight, but this is a lot of talking. But we will fight at least a dragon before this playthrough's over. Who's this? Oh, this is the bard?
Inquisitor. A title hard to rhyme. A challenge for another day, I think. Forgive me my distractions, Eminence. I'm overwhelmed by you and what you've done.
There's one of you romance Bull when he says, if my lover isn't happy, I'm not happy. The next panel, Inquisitor sighs unhappily. Bull says, see, now they're fucked. I saw a compilation of like funny Dragon Age clips the other day because people are getting... people who are pretending to be Dragon Age fans are getting shitty because they think Veilguard looks too silly, and so I saw a compilation of like silly Dragon Age moments. And one was like related to the Iron Bull romance where the advisors walk in after you like just did the deed with him. I can't remember the exact quote, but they say something like something about the Iron Bull like taking something, and he's like, "Oh no, you're mistaken. The Inquisitor was the one who was taking it." Something like that. Some people are never happy. No, that's my point. Is like these are people who are not actually fans of the series or only ever played Origins and have forgotten that there is plenty of darkness in it. Like they're very dramatic games and can have very emotionally intense scenes in them and can be dark and violent and yada yada, but like they're also very like all of them are very silly as well. It was also just a great compilation of scenes, but
I hear you'll be leaving us soon.
huh?
They're all dead. I can
Oh, okay. Oh, is Blackwall the one drawing furry art? Okay. Are you upstairs? Where are you? Are you down there and I just don't see you? Blackwall? Blackwall? Are you on the roof? Oh, you're over here.
Someone I knew once described adamant to me. Adamant is, and always will be, the Order, he said. A guardian on the edge of the abyss. The lone soul that stares into oblivion and doesn't waver. That's what Warden Commander Clarel tried to be. Well, they all tried to be. None of the Wardens we saw wavered. They gave their lives willingly. They died for us. And Corypheus twisted their sacrifice to make it his own.
We stopped him. We saved most of the Wardens.
But not all of them. And
Hey,
they
buddy,
died
could you get out of our
thinking they were
cutscene
doing
real quick?
something good. There's no
Could you
one
think
to
about it
blame
elsewhere?
Corypheus. Even Clarel's intentions were righteous. Her desire to protect was so great it led her astray. It's not right. To want to do good, to be good, and have that turned against you.
Don't think of what went wrong. Think of their intentions, their sacrifice. Honor their selflessness.
Clarel made mistakes, but she was a great woman. And she died a great woman. It's not the armor or the trappings of the Order. It's not the joining. At the heart of it, all a Warden is a promise. To protect others, even at the cost of your own life.
Finally, a place for the horses.
Horsies.
I forgot about the Ferelden horses.
Okay, who do we have left that we haven't talked to? Blackwall. I think we need to talk to... These are the specialists who just won't leave. Undercroft. Oh, special shipments. I guess I'm just never going to get the armor and throne that I like. Because apparently those were part of like the deluxe edition upgrade, which I do have, but seemingly isn't here, and it's not something I can just install off of the PlayStation Store. So, I mean, not a huge deal, but I wish I had my favorite throne and my cool armor. I like that shit. Which one? I like the one, the throne that's fashioned out of a dragon skull. And then there's, I don't know how to explain it. It's like, it's this white armor. I don't really know how else to explain it. It's like white and spiky. I want to say it has like blue and red in it too. I've always liked the look of that. But I just can't seem to get those. I have had them in all my prior playthroughs, so I'm not sure why I couldn't get them to download in on this one. Could it be a schematic? I don't think so. I checked all my armor schematics and didn't see it. And I know the throne, the dragon throne I'm talking about, was also part of it. And it wasn't available in my throne options. Okay, what's this? I would speak to Dorian about the letter. Liliana, I could do that too, I guess. Where is Cullen at? I thought Cullen was up here. He is up here. Okay, let's go find him. We gotta talk to Cullen. We could talk to Dorian if we want to tell him about the letter. Then Josephine. Then we'll hit the war table and call it a night. No dragon fight tonight. I'm so sorry. Yeah, the chest in Haven, I did do that. That's how we had all like the slutty Canary armor before.
There's something I must tell you.
Whatever it is, I'm willing to listen.
Right. Thank you. Lyrium grants Templars our abilities, but it controls us as well. Those cut off suffer. Some go mad, others die. We have secured a reliable source of lyrium for the Templars here. But I no longer take it.
You stopped?
When I joined the Inquisition. It's been months now.
Why are you doing this?
After what happened in Kirkwall, I couldn't. I will not be bound to the Order, or that life any longer. Whatever the suffering, I accept it. But I would not put the Inquisition at risk. I've asked Cassandra to watch me. If my ability to lead is compromised, I will be relieved from duty.
Are you in pain?
I can endure it.
Thank you for telling me. I respect what you're doing.
Thank you, Inquisitor. The Inquisition's army must always take priority. Should anything happen, I will defer to Cassandra's judgment.
You do you, boo-boo.
First the Templars, now the Grey Wardens. Both devoted their lives to fighting evil. Now they serve it.
What a kiss? Oh, it's not a kissy line. Okay, we can ask him this.
If I was possessed by a demon, would you...
I would rather not consider it.
Now you want to kiss. Anything I should know?
Is there anything I should know?
I'd gotten used to mages disliking me on principle. Vivienne's views on Templars are surprisingly traditional.
You want to kiss? No? Alright, that's all.
That's all for now.
Should you require anything, I'll be here.
Watch this big jump. It's fine. Yeah, my man's cold turkey. Respect. You know, I wonder how far could you take like every romance simultaneously before they make you lock into one. I remember the first Mass Effect does that hilarious thing where if you like lead Ashley and Liara on long enough, they confront you and they're like, listen, you slut, you gotta pick one. Let's see. I don't remember if telling Dorian's a good idea or not, so I'm gonna save first. And then I'm gonna tell him.
You have remarkably little here on early to Vinter history. All these gifts to the Inquisition, and the best they can do is the Malefica Imperio. Trite propaganda.
Could take him pretty far. That'd be great if, like, all the companions confronted you and were like, why are you trying to kiss all of us? You want to kiss?
If I knew what you were looking for, I could help you.
Because you're a mage? Considering education standards in the South, that's hardly a recommendation.
Alright, bitch, what the hell?
That was unworthy. Did I see something by Genitivi here? I could have sworn.
What is this about, Dorian?
When everyone returned, they told us about your tumble into the Abyssal Rift. You went into the Fade. Physically went in. Are you... all right?
I learned a surprising amount. What happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, for one.
Regained your memories. That's good, then.
I think so.
You do realize this feat hasn't been performed in over 1,000 years. Corypheus and his contemporaries entered the Fade and began the Blights. In comparison.
Do you wanna... No.
You're right. I was fortunate.
Indeed. Although there is cause for concern. If you can walk in the Fade, others will try to follow. Who knows what secrets Corypheus has revealed? Not all of them will be as lucky as you. What they could unleash. My advice? Keep this quiet. Let them speculate. Too many will see this as a challenge.
That's a good idea.
There are enough idiots in the world who think if they just use enough blood magic, their problems will vanish. It's exactly the sort of thing I want to stop back home. This I don't need. What I do need is a copy of the Liberalum. I'll wager I can find Corypheus' real name. If I can prove he was a grasping ankle-biter with no family to speak of, the luster would come right off. Wish me luck.
Okay, but I need to tell you something else. So I want to save again.
I'm told you have Alexius researching magic for you. Research is always what made him happiest. Perhaps I'll even go talk to him eventually. One word of advice. If he suggests altering time as a way to solve all your problems, give it a pass.
Yeah, just don't talk about the one I just lobotomized.
Dorian, there's a letter you need to see.
A letter? Is it a naughty letter? A humorous proposal from some Antivan dowager?
Not quite. It's from your father.
From my father? I see. And what does Magister Hallward want, pray tell?
A meeting.
Show me this letter. I know my son? What my father knows of me would barely fill a thimble. This is so typical. I'm willing to bet this retainer is a henchman, hired to knock me on the head and drag me back to Tevinter.
That would be hard to do while I stood there.
He expects me to travel with Mother Giselle, although Maker knows why he'd think I would. Let's go. Let's meet this so-called family retainer. If it's a trap, we escape and kill everyone. You're good at that. If it's not, I send the man back to my father with a message that he can stick his alarm in his wit's end.
There seems to be bad blood between you and your family.
Interesting turn of phrase. But you're correct. They don't care for my choices, nor I for theirs.
Because you wouldn't get married? Because you left?
That too.
In Baldur's Gate 3, I was in a throuple. Okay. You keep selling me on that game. All right. If you play Dragon Age 1 and 2 in a specific way, you have to choose between leaving Hawke or Alistair in the Fade. Yes, I am aware of that. I've not had that before. But I would say between Hawke and Loghain is far preferable to that. That would be tough. I really don't know who I would... I mean, nowadays, I'd probably pick to save Hawke because my memories of Origins are so distant now. Like, Alistair's not, I don't feel so sentimental about the character, though I do remember really liking him when I played Origins. I'd probably keep Hawke. You should talk to him.
I think you should meet with this retainer. Find out what your family wants.
I didn't ask what you thought, did I?
Okay. Sorry.
Was unworthy.
Being very spicy with me tonight.
There'd be no harm in hearing what this man of my father's has to say. If I don't like it, however, I want to leave.
That works for me.
I wonder how much my father paid this man to wait around just in case I showed. We'll find out soon enough.
Okay, that'll be a next time thing. Yo, Solus, what was that shit with the pull away, huh? Where are you? You want to talk about that? Oh, he actually does want to talk about. I don't like the way he said that. Sleep well. He turned around and said, "Sleep well." We got to talk about this.
I've never done anything like that before, on a number of levels.
And by that, I mean kissing. I've never kissed.
I apologize. The kiss was impulsive and ill-considered, and I should not have encouraged it.
And yet, you did.
You say that, but you're the one who started with tongue.
Oh, now, I didn't need to hear about that.
Oh, does it not count if it's only Fade tongue?
That's a bit too far for even me.
Things have always been easier for me in the Fade. I am not certain this is the best idea. It could lead to trouble.
I don't want to think about Solus's tongue. Oh, what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? It's gonna be this, of course. I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit.
If you are.
Maybe, yes. if I could take a little time to think. There are considerations.
Take all the time you need.
Thank you. I am not often thrown by things that happen in dreams, but I am reasonably certain we are awake now. And if you wish to discuss anything, I would enjoy talking.
We'll talk.
I'm good. I've seen enough of those lips for one night. Alright, I think we talked to everybody, right? We'll just meet with Josephine. Shit, we're gonna go to one even still without the dragon fight. We meet with Josephine real quick, hit the war table, and then we go to bed.
Inquisitor, I must speak with you.
What is it?
I must explain something first about the Montillier's fortunes. My family made their fortune as traders in Antiva until a scandal exiled us from Orlais some ages ago. It's devastated our finances. The Montillier's have, in fact, been in debt for over 100 years.
I had no idea your family's situation was so precarious.
Hardly anyone outside the family does. For generations, we've done everything to keep creditors at bay. Sold our lands to
Everyone has a
save
problem
army.
for me to solve.
It's just... It is...
That's an RPG, I suppose.
To see my family still reduced to this. I'm to become head of our house. If I sell any more of our land, my family will become destitute. That cannot be my legacy to them.
Most people worry about their next meal, never mind an estate.
I'm not blind, but I worry for my family. My foolish sister Yvette with her daydreams. My brothers trying to rebuild our fleet with their own hands. Is it wrong to hope they never know hardship?
This is why I like presidents aged 20 years and 4, because every time they enter a room, somebody's complaining or asking for something or trying to kiss them. Can't you get a moment of peace? Can I help?
Is there anything I can do?
I'd almost solved our problems. For a while. I negotiated a chance to reinstate the Montillier's as landed traders in Orlais. We could rebuild with that. But when I dispatched paperwork to Val Royaux, I've just learned my carriers were murdered. And the documents restoring my family's trading status destroyed.
Do you have any idea who murdered them?
Leliana made inquiries that bore success. Comte BioWare, a nobleman in Val Royaux, claims to know who killed my messengers. He has a request that you come when I meet him, so he's seen publicly conferring with you.
What will being seen with me gain the Comte?
The Comte will drop hints at parties he's to meet with an important visitor. Allies and
Comte?
rivals
I don't know if
will
you could say that on Twitch.
Once he's met you, there will be speculation. The Comte will subtly spin reports.
Demonetized.
He will use us. But if he knows who killed my people, I ask that we indulge him.
If that's what it takes to get to the bottom of this, I'll meet this Comte with you.
Thank you, Inquisitor. It means... you are too kind. I must know who killed my couriers, just to harm my family.
That is also a next time thing, for sure. I'll try and save all the little character, like, loyalty missions for the stream, because that stuff's always good, too. We can hit that one and the Dorian one before we do Wicked Eyes and Wicked Hearts next time. Which I'll probably be playing with a walkthrough to try to get the best outcome for, because it is very fucking involved. Magistrate Camring was discovered dead in his home this morning in what guards believe was a grisly reenactment of a scene from some penny dreadful called Hard in Hightown. I do not know what interest the Inquisition had in the matter, nor do I wish to know. Okay, we got the next one in that chain of missions, though. That's good. That means we're making the right decisions, I think. Here are the results of my research. I trust they're satisfactory. Your spy master says she might let me stroll around without my shackles on if they please you, but sing no false praise on my account. That must be Alexius. We marched without incident, although I have it on good authority that there were many closed-door meetings among virtual nobility. Several useful names have sent diplomatic envoys, and potential future gains may be impressive. Do not tell Sarah I said so. Taylor does Thetis. I've only gotten to see like one dragon this game, but if I'm not mistaken, the age was named for the bastards. You've seen at least 2 dragons.
No,
You'll get more dragons. I was gonna fight one tonight, but I just ran out of time because I think we're high enough level to go fight at least one of them by now. I'll try and do that next time too, because the next big mission is a lot more talking than combat. So maybe we could fight a dragon before we do that. But it's one. I'm not gonna. I mean, it wouldn't take me that long to fight a dragon, probably, unless I get my ass whooped. But yeah, it's pretty late. I bet everybody's about ready to go to bed. Okay. Do I have all my advisors back? Let's find the Crestwood's mayor. He's a piece of shit. Let's post the warrant for him. Thanks, Josephine. What's this one? Oh, that's. I'm not reading all that out loud. Let's keep it simple. Patrol for the crew. We've had a request for some general patrols. It is heartening that we are being looked to in this way, but I doubt we would find any activity directly related to Corypheus. And our resources are better sent elsewhere. The request was in the same region as the bandits reported by the Sutherland lad. Perhaps we should extend his duties. Alright, that's easy. Go ahead, Cullen. Don't have to think about that at all. Judgment, how could you? There is a protest we must attend to, Inquisitor. A group of mages has heard of your judgment and the imposition of tranquility. And it was pretty fucked up that I said to do that. But the guy he sucked. He had a terrible mustache. They wonder why they fight for someone who can impose so brutal a penalty. They claim it as a betrayal of the promise of your actions at Redcliffe. We have to deal with this, Inquisitor. We cannot risk a second rebellion at this stage. Let's see. Cullen would say send 1 Templar and 1 mage, 2 veterans to explain and remind them that mages created the punishment to protect the rest. You've taken a brutal stance. If need be, continue. Key agitators can disappear. Oh my. That's probably not a great way to quell their fears there. Our alliances will not risk another mage war. It's been hard enough to aim them at Corypheus. A swift movement of troops will appease onlookers. I'll have to think about that one. Let's see. We need like a good slam dunk. What's over here? Trust? One month ago, members of the Venatori stole sensitive Chantry documents. Knight Enchanter Cossette led a small team of mages and mercenaries in pursuit. They successfully infiltrated the Venatori to retrieve the documents and gather further information on the enemy. A second team was to create a distraction, allowing Cossette's unit to escape. I received an encrypted message from Cossette. The distraction never came. Cossette believes the Venatori killed the second team. Her cover remains intact, but she fears it won't last. She's reaching out to the Inquisition for assistance. While the Chantry's interests must remain hidden, she will trade her knowledge of the Venatori for safe passage. Knight Enchanter Cossette and her associates are former comrades of mine. We can trust her word. And I trust you will respect the secrecy of her mission. I marked their location on the map. Liliana is the only one I have right now. She said, we're doing the Chantry a favor. A look at these documents. Seems fair payment. Colin said, Venatori disengaged with their soldiers. I wonder why you must send aid immediately. Now I agree, Liliana. Quid pro quo. I think I prefer to use Liliana on these more often than not. I like her style. Yeah, I don't think disappearing them is a great response if people are a little unnerved by some of my more aggressive decision making. I don't think that's a great call. Alright, we're done. Let's save the game. We're done. Did the hallway change again? Did this change again after I went to the war table? Maybe not. It just looked less crowded. I don't know. I think maybe stuff's like loading in. Alright, let's save the game. We're done. Yeah, I know. We'll get it. I mean, look, we'll definitely... The plot will take us to a dragon fight eventually, so it is inevitable. But I'll try to get you one of the proper dragon boss fights next time as well. There's like 12 or 13 of them in the game total. I don't think I'm going to do all of them on stream, but maybe at least a few. I think we'll do the one in Crestwood next time. Or maybe if I do enough stuff off stream between now and then, we might be high enough level to do more than one. But we'll also do Dorian's thing, we'll do Josephine's thing, and then we'll do the next big story mission, Wicked Eyes and Wicked Hearts, which is... I'm kind of... I'm not looking forward to a whole lot, just because of how involved it is. But I remember it having a lot of fun writing and character moments. So I'll end up there. Oh, we made some good progress tonight, though. We're getting there. I don't think I'm going to finish this game by the end of the week. I think maybe by Sunday I could finish the base game, but I don't think I'm going to get the Trespasser in time. So we'll probably have one Inquisition stream left in November before Veilguard starts, because I'm gonna drop this game entirely in October. Got too many other things to play in October. But we made some good progress, and we had a lot of friends along the way, which is very cool and appreciated. Of course, we had Dilly and Kit. We had Jay coming by. We had... Who was it? We had, I think, Lucifer up top with the big PT shout-out. That was very cool. I'm going to have to go find that. We had Gory stop by for a little lurk action. Matt read at the top of the stream. I got a lot of attention. A lot of things that made a little message in the corner say that Taylor greatly approves of that. Everybody's approval ratings went up with me, so congrats, folks. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate y'all. I'm very, very tired. This has already been a fucked work week for me. I'm just exhausted and overwhelmed, and I just want to sleep for like 3 days, but don't have that option. I'm going to have to settle for about 5 hours at this rate. So I'll do what I can. See you tomorrow, Dilly Tots. What are we streaming? We going back to art? You're going to show me a xenomorph sex cult? What are you feeling for tomorrow night? What's on the menu? Please be a xenomorph sex cult. Please be. Okay, art's good too. I love art. I love your art. I'll be there no matter what. If you got art to make, I will bear witness. I'll see you then. All right. Good night, folks. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Hope you're staying happy and healthy out there. Enjoy the rest of your night. Have a great Wednesday. I'll see you on Thursday for more Dragon Age. I'll see you on Friday for more Dragon Age. And I'll probably see you on Sunday for Dragon Age. I said at the top of the stream, I was teasing maybe doing something different on Sunday instead of Dragon Age. I'm probably not going to do that thing. I'll probably just play Dragon Age. But I should know for sure sometime tomorrow, I think. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye. Good night. Love you. Sweet dreams. You want a kiss? No? Okay. Bye-bye. I'll kiss you in your dreams. No? Okay, bye.